Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm going live. Well, the bar is missing. Relay thingy. Back on. Well, that's annoying. Stream thingy, you decided you didn't feel like working. Well, I'm here, everybody, just playing with things to make sure they work right, and something didn't. Stream diddly. Update? Yeah, that didn't update correctly then. Hookers. I think I got it now. Doot. VR chat silliness. Yes, that did successfully update. My little alerts bar is missing. Why is my little alerts bar missing? Perf. Sorry about that, everyone. Streaming tools, overlays. Favorites? Oh. Oh. Stream Elements just decided that my overlay doesn't need to exist today, so I guess it doesn't exist. I will try and fix that later because I don't feel like screwing with that in the middle of my stream. Hi Fopsy. Hi Denny. Hi Wild. Welcome to the Monday and things aren't working day. Yay! Yeah, Stream Elements failed me pretty hard there. I had used it to change it to VR chat silliness, and it did not do that. Also, it decided that my beans. Of course, you wanted beans. You've been wanting those beans for a couple of days. You can have beans. Pull them back a little bit. There we go. Beans. Beans. Hopefully my audio is okay. I did switch to a different microphone tonight. So if things are a little too loud, let me know. I do still have the ability to turn it down if it is too noisy. Adorable bean. Thank you. So please, if anyone can hear me that thinks it's too loud, not loud enough, or it is the right level of noise, let me know. I just want to make sure I'm doing this in a way that people can actually hear it correctly. Because the only way that I can hear it then adds noise into the room, which then I can hear again, which kind of defeats the purpose because then I'm hearing me in a cyclical pattern, which doesn't help anybody. But anywho, for all of those of you who are in the United States, happy Labor Day, and hugs to you too, Maki. Hugs, little puppy fops. It is good to see all of you this fine day. And even though it is a holiday, I still think, well, there's absolutely no reason why I wouldn't want to stream because it makes it so I have less things that'll stop me from streaming. I got some more Sanrio items on the way on Saturday. Woot! More Sanrio! She's fun. All of that stuff is fun. But I'm guessing since I haven't had any complaints from anyone, the audio is good enough at the moment, correct? That avatar is adorable. Aw, thank you, Maki. I appreciate. I'm really fond of this one. Fopsy found it after I played with a Kiggy a while, not too long ago. And thank you, Wild. Thank you for the confirmation. That would be the shiny new microphone that I acquired Saturday. And someone wants to test the audio with me singing. Very well. Denny, you get what you ask for. Please stand by. I need to stand up so I can do this more properly. Hold on, and I will move the camera out slightly so that it. No, there you go. That way. There we are. Turn off. Who wants a lammy, lammy, lammy? I do, I do. So go out and greet your mammy, mammy. Hi there, hi there. Stomp, stomp, stomp around the daisies. But don't you forget about your baby. I hope that was acceptable. Let's see if I do this right. Get in here. Boob shot. Well, not boob shot. The shirt has a bit more boob than the avatar does. And turn flying back off. Ta-da. There you are. You got your lammy, lammy, lammy dance. Yep, I managed Caddie's VR assets. Yes, Fopsy does. In Discord, and also working on updating the audio settings for the new mics. Also, I need a raise. I won't forget about my baby, since that's you. Hey. I did one so far. I'll do the other one here in a moment once the ad ends. All right, well, we're in an ad, so I don't want to do anything too exciting. So, then again, everybody that's in here seems to have ad Denny clipped me playing Lammy Lammy Dance. Denny clipped this. To be fair, I think everyone in here is a subscriber at the moment, so looking at all the stars of everyone actually chatting, so I guess I will go ahead and do them beans. This would be beans number 2. Well, I can't even see if I'm doing it right. It's pretty close. I'm a scooch. Scooching. There we go. Beans. Beans. No, I got it. I just had to scooch my chair back. No, I was too close to the camera, so my beads were not visible because I was through the camera. Bids. Both beans. It's my fault. I put the camera up so I'd be nice and close. But that is too close to kick my legs up like a little harlot. But thank you very much for the clip there, Denny. I will certainly keep that. Get closer screen so I can read you. I tried takoyaki and real ramen at Yuma Dream Ramen. Real ramen is really delish. That is something that if you haven't had it, you probably should. I'm scooched back too far. Feel like what? Feel like I should scooch back up a little. There. Also, camera down. Just a titch. That would be... Not that button. Not that one. A little more. Not too much. Rolls are too sensitive. There. Good enough. Real ramen is amazing. That is something that if you've never had it, you don't know what you're missing. And takoyaki, also real amazing. And yay! Mackie likes my paba beans. I appreciate. I do. I am a fan of the paba beans on this avatar. They look pretty cute. And I agree. Yes, I agree with Fopsy saying that real ramen is amazing, and takoyaki also real amazing. The instant ramen is bland. Well, that depends on what you do with it. You just use it as noodles to put into something, then it's an entirely different potential existence. But if you're just making it like the packet says and boiling water and putting your packet of yellow chicken like flavor, yeah, that's boring as toots. Um, I definitely do a lot more than that when I make a bowl at home. Um, Sunshine, do you need an adult? I am an adult. I'm big. I've big hair. Look, big lions have hair. I have hair, therefore I'm big. Um, Aww, Maki's giving hugs to Fopsy. How cute. Caddy not set a bot up for it, but hugs Maki back anyway. Yay, yes. I am bad at having set up things like bots and whatnot. In fact, I had a little alerts bar up top and a pop-up alerts things, but seems like none of that feels like working. It's just gone. Yeah, it's just not up there today. It's not in the mood. It's in a bad mood. Like, it comes up and gives me a bar that's up there, but it doesn't show anything. It's weird. Try turning that one on too, just to see if it'll do anything, but I don't think it will. It was on Saturday night when I was testing stuff, so, you know. Stream elements. Mackie's asking on how Fopsy's been. And I'm pretty sure Fopsy's been awesome because I've been with Fopsy and she's being wonderfluff. Nepal says, hi, kitten. I'm a big lion, you silly plushie. I'm big. Big lion. See, big. Big hair. Big claws for rending flesh. Big tips for eating things. Big lion. It's all the sodium that stinks. Well, anything prepackaged anymore is like so much sodium. And yet half it tastes like it's not salty, even if it is 3/4 of your daily salt intake in one packet. And I see another beans redeem. Well, somebody likes my beans today. Hold on. I gotta re-scooch. I gotta re-scooch. Scooching. Actually, let me do it this way. Because this moves it away. Ow. Yeah, I do have to scooch because that's the desk. Scooched. Beans. Beans. Zoom beans. Zoomy beans. Beanie beans. You may have beans. Yes, camera's still in flying mode. Come back to me, camera. Thank you, camera. Oh no, I do not want to use the camera. Camera. Back off a little. I don't want you to be in my grab space. Also, better. Hopefully that's good. Now that we've taken care of that again. Caddy, this is why all my assets are stored on my computer until the hard drive crash. More beans. Also, Caddy didn't put a limiter on that. Oops. No, you can use it all you want. It's all you. If people want to have the stream be entirely me hoisting up my paws and showing you my beans, I will hoist up my paws and show you my beans. I see one down there, but I'll get to that as soon as I get through reading everything above that. I thought I saved that to my hard drive, but, you know, I'll see if it just works again after this stream when I close OBS and open it back up, or I'll fiddle around with Stream Elements again. But, everything works till it stops working. Also, let's make this supported. I need more support in my life. There we go. A pillow. This chair needs replaced so badly. The reason why it always looks like, if you see me looking like I'm displaying, it's because the back of my chair is actually moderately broken. And if I'm leaning back into my chair, it's tilting me back way further than it should. More beans. Also, Caddie didn't put a limiter on that. Oops. You're right. I didn't. And I'm not gonna. Hi, Nepal. And yes, Caddie is a kitten. I am not a kitten. I'm a big lion and kitty lion. No, not a kitty lion. Not a lion kitten. Large lion. Large adult lion. Regular lion. Y'all are silly for thinking lion kitten. Agreed. All cats are still kittens. No, all cats are not still kittens. Dogs are all still puppies, though, because dogs don't mature. Cats, on the other hand, we mature. We become braver and bigger and smarter, whereas dogs are just dumb. It's science. So cute, so cute. Not cute, not kitten. I am very non-cute. Absolutely non-cute. Roll that bean footage. Okay. See another bean, redeem them down to, and I want to cuddle that adorable avatar. Okay. Now back to bean cam, back to, nope, too far that way. This way. Okay, make sure I'm not at the desk. Okay, I'm actually at the desk, so that's helping. And then... Beans, 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 beans. Beans! Beans! Get back here, camera. And how did you get crooked? I don't know. Welcome to cameras to do what they want to do sometimes. Turn my head this way so that when I pull that up, I am looking at the camera better. More beans! You all get as many beans as you want. And please, feel free to use all of your favorite paw bean emotes from other people's thingies if you have them. I do not mind. I am all supportive of anyone that likes their beanies. Main reason, per Denny, main reason I went to the mall was a place called Game On. It was an amazing arcade. And I got to play some arcade games that I never got to play, like Hang On, Virtual Cop 2, Zaxxon, and even Play Choice 10, and played some console games like Sonic 2 Mega Collection, and Mario Kart 64 and Wave Race 64. Ooh, that sounds fun. Nuzzles the adorable paws. Yes, I do, and I am too lazy to have set any of the camera pins up yet. Do I need a VR camera operator? Probably. Also, Fopsy has a lot of paw bean emotes. I'm okay with this. That's a lot of cute beans. See, that's Doritos beans, and Floof's beans, and Heartwood's beans, and pin this message. No. Joy Life's beans. That's a lot of beans. Those animated beans earlier were slushy beans. This slushy has good beans. Yay! Thank you for all the wonderful beans. So, beans. Well, Popsy and I have been having a good weekend so far, and we are very happy about that. I got Wolfie's beans. Wolfie has good beans, too. Wolfie has really good bean motes. I don't know if my subscribe is current to Wolfie, but yep, there's Wolfie's beans. The blue bean and the pink bean. Ryder beans. And Nyla's beans. So many beans. Beans, 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 beans. I wonder if I can. Eh, eh, button. Can I get the keyboard up and say bean? Yeah, there we are. Beans. See which beans I have. I have that bean, that bean, that bean, that one, that one, that one. Uh, that one counts. Um, and that bean. That one too. Several beans and one no beans. Oh, those are whiskey dingo beans. Damn some beans. Wedding beans. Well, I'm glad you're having a beanie good time. Beanie good time. Yeah. Oh, and poppity pop pop and yawn. Yeah. Yeah. Talk, talk, talk. Beads. Well, you're going to get a lot more talk, talk, talk because lo and behold, I did not have to work today due to the holiday and don't have to work tomorrow due to I wanted to have the holiday off. And the only way to do that was take off the days before and after the holiday day off that I want off. So, yeah, you get to hear a lot more of me and less chance I have to fall asleep early and less chance I'm exhausted more than usual. Hey, Captain Stouty. The Popcat is good for eating. It sure is. You can put that one up and like the Dorito or something. Yeah, pop, pop, and roll down all the way. Oh, is something still up? No, it's just not loading the icons fast enough. I'm scrolling faster than the loading thing does. And the Dorito. There it is. Yeah. Munch, 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 munch. Ha. It's fun to play with emotes, isn't it? We're all just a bunch of kids, and we think emote doodles are fun. And I'm not going to stop saying that anytime soon. Now, I may have technically physically moved in the room a little bit, but my microphone has not. So if I'm getting quiet, let me know. I'm trying to monitor to see if this causes a problem during my stream or if it's okay. I'm hoping it's staying okay. I don't even remember if the bars were there after I installed the last thing. Yeah. I wonder if that's what did it. Almost time for me to go catch up with Wano Arc, seeing the Big Mom fight with a kid and Law soon. Okay. Well, have fun with Wano Arc. I have no idea what that is, but I hope you enjoy whatever that is. Ah. Stuff. Oh, One Piece? Oh. That would explain it. Never watched it. Turn that one off because I don't think it's doing anything anyway. Yeah, it shows like it should be there. It's still weirding me out. Still weirding me out. Oh, Caddie, tomorrow's my first day at work. Oh, sweet Maki, welcome to New Jorb. I hope it works well. I hope you have a good time. And make all the money and get yourself like a nice place to be and stuff like that. I hope it is good for you. Go, Puppy Vixen. Go. Do the thing. And Denny is highly recommending One Piece. I am bad at remembering to watch anime. I have a long list of stuff that I'm probably supposed to watch. And I need to redeem some more beans. Down thing. Yeah. Beans. 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 Beans, 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 beans. Desk. Fortunately, there's nothing on that part of the desk. I'm back here. I'm back. That's right. Welcome back to being up close again. I hope you enjoyed those beans. uh so very proud of you. Yes, we are very proud of you, Maki. Good work on getting a job. We highly approve of this. um that anime pulled me through trauma. Well, then I'm glad you had that one for you. It's important to have things that'll help you through the sad times. And Maki's hugging Fopsy for saying thank you. And it's because Fopsy loves you, and we think you're awesome and think you deserve to have nice things and stuff. I guess this is the bean stream. Apparently, this is the all bean stream. Denny is saying congrats to Maki. Yeah. Maki says, hee, what can I say? I like the lion beans. You're allowed to like the lion beans. Let's test the cooldown. Sorry, I'm troubleshooting. I'll give you several in a row. But I got a new woo anyway. Ooh, woo. Ooh, woo. Did you need a little ooh woo in your life? A little ooh woo. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. I figured out how to make the hard eyes. Testing cooldowns and troubleshooting. Wait, still getting some beans out of that. Maki says thank you to Denny. Denny says that Maki's welcome. Yep, Caddie gotta show Caddie how to set up limiters. Oh, I know how to set them up. I just didn't put them on there on purpose. People are allowed to redeem this stuff. But I'll give you 3 beans worth of beans. Beans, 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 beans. And to mix it up, the other beans fell asleep. How? I had you up and doing things a moment ago. How did your diddler go to sleep? There it is. Beans! These are the right beans. Those other beans were left beans. Don't these taste different? Beansy, beansy, beansy. Okay. Rebalance self. No, not me. Flying camera. There we go. Back in position. Close enough. Ta-da! Yeah. Camera, screen move there. Okay. The bike was a bit away. Yeah, unfortunately, when I have to push myself out, I am a little further from the microphone. Just pull him closer to me physically. Ignore the broken hand. Just ignore my broken hand if you can see it. There we go. Let's move that as close as I can to me. There. Microphone is a lot closer physically to me now. Ta-da! Oh, and I'm grabbing the camera because I got it close. You just step back a tiny bit there, camera. Personal space, camera, personal space. Da-da-da. The mic was a bit away, and hydrate. Nepal wants me to hydrate. Thank you, a little pretty plushie. I will hydrate. That also requires my broken limb again. There you go. Anthrocon water. Tastes just like Pittsburgh. Mm. Ah. Mm. Ah. There you go. Broken hand fixing. Fix. There we go. Hand works again. I don't know how other streamers do that without taking off an index controller, because I don't have enough hand to safely grab my water bottle. There we go. Um, Speaking of space, that looks like a wonderful space you are in VR. It is a nifty one. Hold on, let me it's called Soft Space apparently. I just found out the trending worlds section, so it's just called Soft Space. Worlds by Sam. Ah. Water actually loosened some stuff up apparently. Um The only downside of my new job is I have to be readjusted to staying up past midnight since I work from afternoons to midnight. It was $1 bonus for the late shift. Sometimes it's worth it, honestly. When you're still young, it's a lot easier to adapt to working a later shift or an odd shift for a while. So do it while you can and get them bucks. To help you save up for getting yourself a nice place to be and um getting you some nice stuff. I went. Denny says that she went to the Hot Topic and box lunch. Got a wallet and socks from the Hot Topic, and some Cyber Cell 3D cell art cards, a Animal Crossing dangler, and some mochi. Nice, nice. And if my voice sounds a little odd right now, that's not the microphone. That is me. I don't know what's going on in my head hole right now, but apparently my voice decided it's doing its own. It's in for its own game right now. Fopsy says, "Get good." I'm assuming that's in relation to trying to pick up a water bottle with an index controller in my hand. I don't know if I can manage getting that good. Nepal says, "I can totally see why it's called that. Definitely looks nicely made. Mega hydrate." I probably should. Probably should. But yeah, this place is pretty darn cozy. It's not very big. You're looking at like 90% of this. Oh, there apparently some up, maybe? No, that's just a little bit canopy, really. There might be like a hammocky space up there. I can't tell. Explore later. That's it over there, and in front of me, it literally is just a doorway with some information about the room. But I picked someplace pretty quick and went with it. Yeah, I think I will rehydrate some more on my own. I'm going to have some bonus hydrate. Redeem suggestion, mega hydrate. No, because then I'd have to mega pee, and then you'd have a mega interruption in stream. Ah. Mm. Ah. We had some friends in from Pittsburgh this weekend, so I had fresh Anthracon water delivered. Delicious, delicious regret and tears. They harvest them from the parade, and they're stored on site at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center in downtown Pittsburgh. I'm really happy they keep that, all the sweat, tears, and regret for just as such reasoning. Mmm. Mmm. Ah. No, I'm not going to be going to Anthrocon. I love going to that convention. That's fun. Without anything I shouldn't have. A little bit. Okay, fix that. Like that didn't feel right. Ain't right, man. There's something ain't right. That's right now. All right. All right. Breaking hand again. Ah. Back in joint. Yeah, like a pro. Pro. Back in the joint. Oh, what did I miss? I'm getting myself a drink and lots of things happen. Wow. Redeem, hydrate. I was just doing that while that redeem came up, so good. Legal now. CSGO water. CSGO water. Fopsy Woo with Dean cutesy voice. And kiss the chat. And ooh woo. And good girl. See, just making sure I do this all right. What did I say good girl was? Oh, I have to admit I'm a good girl. I'm gonna do it all in a row. Don't worry, I'm not gonna skip on you or anything. Good girl, kiss the chat, and cutesy voice. I think is 3 minutes. It is 3 minutes. Okay, I'm just making. Yes, ma'am. I was just making sure I wasn't missing anything or doing anything wrong. So cutesy voice, kiss chat, ooh woo, and good girl, and more ooh woo. Okay, it's just turning 36 now. Okay, I'll talk with a cutesy voice, and then I'm going to kiss the chat. Mwah. 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 Give you kisses. Mwah. There, I give you kisses. And I'll go readjust myself. Now I'll go, ooh woo. Ooh woo. I had an ooh woo, right? I had an ooh woo. Yes, I had ooh woo next. So you get some ooh woo. Ooh woo. And you want me to admit I'm a good girl. That is so like you. Fine. Under duress, I will say I am a good girl. Okay? But that's under duress. It's not held up about law in court, but I'll admit for all of you that I'm a good girl. Also, another ooh woo. Some more ooh woo. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Okay, now I know that feel after walking so much at a con expo, that gets so hard. I can confirm the tiers are stored on site. That is right. Nepal works at conventions, so that means that plushie knows where they are kept. I saw her down in the room after the parade, and there was the storage tanks full of the tears and Mogwet that she was helping collect. That's a good plushie. That is a good plushie. Maki's getting, instead of 15, getting 16. Oh, that is nice. That's pretty good for a starting job there, Maki. I hope it gets you enough money to have a nice place to live and some nice things and good internets. And Fopsy knows she brings the chaos. Mandy is willing and being a cheese goblin. Should go on Berg. Should go on Berg, not on me. Yes, that cheese goes on your burgers, not on the tiger. You're not a cheese tiger. I can't wait to see Howl's Moving Castle on Saturday. It's a good movie. I think you'll enjoy it. I really enjoy Howl's Moving Castle. Mandy says, so very good girl. No. I only had to admit it. I don't have to agree with it. Pops, also said such a very good girl. No, not a. No, I know. Under duress. Yes, under duress. Ads, dagnabbit. Ads. That's okay. The 3 minutes has just ended. I got one of the dings. Okay, the ding happened, so that lets me know the dings are working. Does the pop-up work? Hey, the pop-up worked. Ari just subscribed? Ari? Benoy! Hello, Benoy! Thank you for subscribing. You are so sweet. Thank you, little bunny. You are awesome. Thank you for subscribing. I think I'm worth subscribies. You're so nice. Oh. Did you subscribe because the ads came up? You wanted them to go away? I hope they went away right away. Let's see. Where did I get lost? Ari went, blah, oh no ads, welp. And Flopsy says, just means to snuggle a bunny while we wait. Yay! Well, no matter what, we need to snuggle Ari because that's a very sweet Benoy. And Ari said one way to fix that, and I could tell what Ari did. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so very much for subscribing. It really does mean a lot to me. Even if people can't actually subscribe themselves, if they think I'm worth subscribing to, that really is all the world to me. You're just telling me I'm worth it, and that's really nice of you. So thank you. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you everyone who wishes they could and can't afford it. You're all amazing floofs. When we fix that, yep. And Mendy says, you can't prove I'm not a cheese tiger. Cheddar's orange too. Well, this might be actually why you're a tiger. You might actually just be a Black Panther who played with cheddar too much. And you're just like half covered in cheddar, and it's making orange stripes in your blackness. You ever... That could be true. And Fopsy apparently has points. Because Fopsy wants me to admit it again. Fortunately, there's no more cutesy voice, so I can do it normal at least. Stop. Yes? As soon as the minute rolls over, I will begin this process. It is almost to hit. That way I easily know my 3 minutes is up. Okay. Popsy wants me to admit it again and gave me cutesy voice again. So, under the West, I am a good girl. Are you all happy? Got me to say I was a good girl again. Fopsy, Ari went blah as the little Benoy subscribes. Oh, he's a good little Benoy. Fopsy says, that would explain why Sunny likes you so much. Probably. Does Sunny like you, Mendy, because you was covered in cheese, and Sunny's a doggy and likes to lick you and eat cheeses off of you? It might be true. We made that little your face. I don't know how to make the right noise for it, but you know what it means. Denny says, such a good girl. Meow. Meow. We gave a floof hug. Floof is good. They reminded me I needed to. LOL. Well, thank you. Well, thank you so much. Mindy agrees that this is why Sunny likes him is because he's covered in cheese. And then his doggies like cheese. And so Sunny is just kissing to get the cheese off. Because he's tasty. I'm worthy. Yay, I'm worthy. I'm worthy. Yay. You're all too good to me. And Mendy laughed at me as Fopsy paid for the cutesy voice to fix the problem. Denny's given the Hotwood icon. And you clipped it again. Why you clip these things? That's blackmail. And I did say it was under the West. So it was under the West. And I'm still on 3 minutes of cutesy talk. You are really holding me here. We are amused, yes. Clipped each of these. Thank you, Kappa, for clips. I do appreciate the clips one way or other. Because that way they'll be there when people look for clips on my channel. There'll be something to have. Wild gave the little waggy face and derpiness. Ari made it face again, which is adorable. That sounds so cheesy. Yes, very cheesy. Captain Study says, good, Tweety. I'm not Tweety. I'm just average Liam. Oh. Okay, I'm out of my 3 minutes. Chicken Stealer's now following. Oh, thank you, Chicken Stealer. I was just about to read your message here. Sorry for any delay. I am trying my best to keep up. Last time I entered a chat room, the streamer blamed me for messing up their computer. I have no remorse. Well, at the moment, you haven't messed up my computer yet. If anything, I seem to be working good other than the little alerts bar. The little pop-up, the little cassette tape pop-up is part of the alerts bar. That's working. The bar on the top, it's on the moon. It's eeping. It doesn't feel like being there. And yes, Denny, it was under duress, not under a dress. And Fopsy can't make a dress appear over my head right now because I'm in VR chat and that doesn't work. Whereas in real life, I do put a dress over her head because there's usually one in the room I could do that with. Fopsy says, hi to Chicken Stealer. And you're allowed to have chickens. That's a fox thing, so, we have plenty of fox in this room. And welcome. I'm currently making the lion talk in cutesy voice. You were, because you're a meanie. Well, I mean, Caddie does have dresses, many dresses. Yes, I do have many dresses. Because I make them, and that's fun. Chicken Stealer says, no problem. This is correct. There are no problems. This actually is blocking everything. I think actual help. Help. My headset went derp. There we go. I'm back to life. Okay. Tracking comes back now that I don't have 10 pounds of satin on my head. So many dresses were running out of closet space. That just means I have to assemble the other wheelie coat rack things. We still have plenty of place for a giant plush, though. Also, I have several redeems here. Let me scroll so I don't list them. I have an ooh woo. Danny wants some ooh woo. You get some ooh woo. Ooh woo. There you get some ooh woo. And Alice Dance. I have multiple bunnies in my stream tonight. Alice Dance wants me to hydrate. And I will do so. I get more of those Anthrocon Pittsburgh regret sweats. Oh. Swift and Seal also do have access to where the regret sweat is stored. They deal with the guests of honor and relations to them, so they have access to a lot of the back rooms where Anthrocon stores important things like all of the regret sweats. They were thinking about making the point fountain run simply on Anthrocon regret sweat, which I'm all for. I think that'd be a perfect use. We have acquired enough sweat and tears from it that it should be enough to let that fountain run pretty much continuously all year long, assuming it keeps recycling the water and doesn't lose too much due to aerosolization and or just basic evaporation. There we go. All right. We still have plenty of place for giant plush, though. If we have place for giant plush, we have place for more dresses. That's that. You will both find room. Yes, we will. There's always more. Our house is not full yet by far, so we have plenty of space. Nepal went, aw. Cat pig, hold my beer. Yeah, that would be right about when all of a sudden my world went blank and I couldn't see anything because my headset lost complete tracking because I was covered in a dress. Bopsy, I seem to know how this problem will be with having too many dresses. No. This is not a problem. That is simply a lack of additional closet space. You just need more closets and or rolling coat racks. These are very easily accessible. Make sure you get the heavy duty ones because I had one that I was just the really cheap single bar, single support aluminum tube setup, and it actually folded under the weight of my dresses. So remember, purchase good equipment, not the cheapest. If you have something heavy. Again, Fob says hold my beer because the at was apparently incorrect. All stands. I see the creature. Denny sees all stands the creature. Ooh. Yes, you did. Fopsy says, I put a dress on Cad Pig right now, IRL. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. All right. Ari says, Pops. Chicken Stealer says, haha, I'm causing things to stop working. I blame Fopsy. But I'm okay with that. I love my Fopsy. And Mendy says, under duress. That is correct. I am late to the game and just saw someone beat me to it. Yes. Captain says, Caddie, if I manage to get VR, you and me are going girly shopping. Gonna make you even more pretty good girl if that's even possible. Yay! We do have some prospects for some pretty outfits to get on my avatar. Some are actually free. Just need to give Fopsy some free time and give extra lovin's like baking fresh brownies tonight that might help encourage editing work for me. Which is something I'm planning to do after I'm done with stream tonight. Hint, hint. Wav, wav. Where is that stored? Where that is stored is of no consequence to anyone here. Yes. Don't worry. Just like holy water that I know some streamers think is what you need to drink when you're on stream, I find the Anthrocon Sweat and Tears to be just as valuable because I'm running off of all of that pain and anguish and turning it into happiness. That's how things work. Pop says, as Caddie's other half, I'm going to allow this. I'm also allowing this. Probably cleaner than the rivers. Yes. Managa, what now? Chewy water. Chewy water. Captain says, I will not let you down. Yay! I do not wish to be let down. Eric the Foxy says, Orf. Fopsy says, how about more giant plush in dresses? Yes. Yes. That's 100% allowed. We'll go with that. Nepal says, blush is but, yeah, that'd be a good giant plush to put in dresses and have in the house. We'd have to move the hyena off the big round chair, but I'm pretty sure that we could put a large snow leopard plush that I hear is stored in a warehouse just a little northwest of us, in our living room. Yeah, that'd work. Yes. Love you, Nepal. Fopsy giving 3 different waggies. Denny says I'm a kitten. I'm not a kitten. I'm a big lion. Big lion. Big lions, when they're big, get hair like this. I have big hair. So, I'm big. That's how that works. Popsy says, and I love you too, random citizen. Yay! Chicken Sealer says, anyone got any chickens? I just want to know. There's no reason at all. Maniacal laughter. Actually, I do have 4 leg quarters in the freezer, which we're going to have on Wednesday. And I made a lovely chicken soup on Saturday. Well, I made it muchly on Friday, and we had it on Saturday for lunch. It involved 2 large chickens that each got simmered for 6 hours to create a delicious broth. I felt like it was a failure. I didn't feel like the flavor was quite right, but everyone else seemed to enjoy it, so I'm not going to complain. It wasn't bad, but I feel like it could have been a much better soup. I feel like I rushed myself too much in the assembly, and trying to make the double batch at the same time really might have hindered the overall result. But, I tried, and everybody got to eat soup, and everyone was happy. That's what really counts in the end. Yes, Caddie's a good little lion. No, I'm a big lion. Big masculine male lion. Rawr. Captain says lioness. Manly, can't you see these big manly eyes? My wonderful manly face. This is manly. Manly. I'm just totally exuding male here. Male. Um I don't know about where I don't know, but I know where to get some as long as people don't ask questions. Yes. At the moment, Kroger has been having the best price on chickens, just saying around here. Um, Even Walmart has been expensive for some reason, but Kroger apparently has chicken for the best prices. Just a heads up if anybody cares at all. That too. No, I'm not a lioness. No. CSO are the flags they fly on the rivers during convergent sewage over. Ew. Ew. I don't miss living in Pittsburgh. Caddie's a Caddie in a pink maid dress, curtsying as she tells us she's a good girl. You see, that's why I don't have board dealing with my outfits. I have Fopsy, and that means I don't have to wear a maid dress. See? I win. Um, Blackout Aurora says, where am I? You are in a world called Soft Space with Cad Big Jr. chatting at you and having fun with all of you. Hopefully you're here for a fun time. Popsy Woo says, delicate, pretty, giant snow leopard, good girl, plush, in very pretty dresses. Nepal plush, I am down for this. I agree. Popsy Woo, may I DM you? I am assuming probably. Nepal says, teehee, washes. Fopsy replied, VR chat stream, stories, and random nonsense. That's pretty much it. I'm getting a beep. I'm just checking to see if it's anything I actually have to care about. Nothing critical. Okay. Yay. Mendy saying Thursday will be a smoked chicken legs, brisket, and maybe kebabs and sausage. Oh, well, that sounds good. I'm getting in the car now. Ari says, heading to the store and be back in a bit. Travel safe, Ari, and could you pick up some pineapple juice while you're there and a half-gallon almond milk, vanilla unsweetened. Store brand's fine. I don't need it to be the brand name stuff. Thanks. Fopsy Nwu says it's been known to happen about Caddie being in pink, apparently. All Stunts says mail. It's past post office operating hours. Meow. You're all against me. Nepal says Aldi, at least the one here, has really good chicken prices. That's good. The problem for me with still at the Aldi's is the physical locations. We were actually next to the Aldi this morning where we had brunch today, but that is around a 25-minute drive from my house to get to the one you can easily get in and out of, and the one you have trouble getting in and out of is closer. So, Aldi's is a hard. I want to shop there. I really do because the prices are good. In fact, I keep what I refer to as my Aldi's shopping cart key in in my bag. I don't carry other change, but I have a quarter with me just in case I end up at Aldi's. Target has 8 legs for a little over $5. That's not bad. But currently, my last bag of leg quarters was 9 leg quarters for $6.75. That weird looking off-brand bag at Walmart. I normally don't trust meats from Walmart, but I couldn't deny the price. Aw, Emmy's quiet. I hope you're okay, Emmy. I'm sorry you're still probably having breathing problems. Use your inhalers. Don't forget to take your medications. Drink lots of water. That usually does help. Do good to yourself. Listen to your doctors. They probably know what you best need to take, too, so that you'll feel your bestest. You need to have a little hoot-hoot. Fopsy says, sure, 1 second. Good luck on whatever that second was. Chicken Sailor is, I'm going to Kroger. 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 It's a grocery store in at least in the Midwest. I don't know where all they go to, but they're over where I live. Krauger. Emmy quiet. Oh, I'm sorry, Emmy. Emmy, I really hope you feel better. Captain says, I win. Fopsy, did you know you and me are going to have a lot of work to do with this lioness? Meow. Emmy hides her egg. Aww. Just wrap up in your blankie there, Emmy, and take your inhaler. Drink more fluids. They're good for you. They help with a lot of stuff. Do your best to breathe good air. You'll feel better. It'll pass. Roll. There we go. I'm there. Okay, I'm almost caught up. Mendy says, quick, floor it, just 8 hours. That's right. I can get there in about 8 hours. Get in the car right now and I'll be there. Nepal, Pop says that Nepal is teasing if I'm already in the plotting phase. Yes, maybe a little bit. Nepal says I size. Oh, Emmy's got a sinus cold now. I am so sorry. Mucinex usually works for me. The store brand version just as well as the brand name. So, I usually either have Krog version or Meyer version of Mucinex in my house, because me and sinuses don't play nicely. Nepal's offering gentle plush hugs for Emmy. Thank you, Nepal. Plushies do help you feel better too. If you have one of those, snuggle it. It will assist. Emmy nuzzles into Nepal's paw. Thank you. Yes, Nepal. Paul is girl pussy. But non-offended, it looks like. Yeah, Nepal doing a good job of snuggling the little teeny hoot. Captain pets my head. Such a good girl, such a good... No! Manly adult lion. Oh, and Emmy says that is blat and it makes her tummy upset. I am sorry. Mindy says hot steamy showers and ibuprofen help for my bad snutnesses. Yeah. Ibuprofen definitely does help with reducing pressure. I've used that a lot for sinus pressures. Emmy says, I know one that a sweetie and heartstream. Ah, cool. Lemon and honey tea. Yeah, lemon. I know a lot of people that works for. I just can't stand the taste of lemon and tea. It just doesn't work for me. Emmy is saying talk to us later. Okay. Get some rest, Emmy. You feel better. We want you to be a healthy, happy little hoot. Get some good air and feel good, okay? Ibuprofen takes inflammation down and gets things moving. Yeah, it does. Uh, it's Zephy and he's a sweetie. Huh. Zephy's a good sweetie. Nepal's a good sweetie. There are a lot of good sweet plushies out there that you can snuggle with. Um, I snuggled Zephy a little on Friday last week because we were on the screen together. um, Allstan says, I used to make soda pop with green tea as a base. Nice. Did you have one of those soda streams or something that you and you fizzed it up? That sounds awesome. That do it with green tea. um, uh, and yeah, I think I'm gonna steal some more water. I've been just talking straight here, and it's drying out my face hole. My face hole is all dry. Hopefully I am staying. No, you use living bacteria and yeast. You're kidding. Oh, you scienced that up? Oh, you are such a smart Benoy. Chemistry is the best way to make fizzy bevs. I know that that's how you can make the best ginger ales, is to actually make it as opposed to just try and chemical it together. Ooh. I've actually made a good hit on this water bottle already tonight. I have been talking. And I haven't talked about anything of consequence yet. I am productive. There we go. Unbreak my wrist. And pop chat back up. Mendy redeemed some hydrate. Well, I was just in the process of doing that while I couldn't see that, so yay. Hydrate accomplish. Accomplish! Woo! Yeah. What has been a good weekend so far? I've been really relaxed. Friday, I spent 12 hours making chicken broth. Fopsy made ads. Well, yeah, as soon as I start talking, that's when ads are going to come up. Captain redeemed some good girl. I will get that as soon as the ads are over because I do not wish to not give everyone a chance to see things. Food's all done, so I should head off. Have a great stream. Thank you, Mendy. I hope you have a good dinner. Snuggle your corgi for me and pet all the real poopies. Yes, I will redeem that as soon as the ads are definitely done. If you could give me a text whenever they're over, since I'm guessing you're getting ads right now. I'm assuming it's going to be about 8 minutes 30 seconds on the timer because that's when it usually dies. I'm being quiet because of ads, so if anyone's here and still seeing me, just trying to be nice to all the ad-laden humanoids and fluffies out there, and or whatever else anyone claims to be, void creatures and all the like. We support all sorts of critters. 840? Anyone still having ads? Bueller? Yay! Okay. All right, let us catch up. Wait a minute. Captain Saudi did not redeem Good Girl. That was, you just typed Captain Saudi redeemed Good Girl. That's cheating. Captain. That costs 1,500 channel points. Good thing I read back up. Cheat to win. But yes, Mandy, I hope your food is delicious. Please enjoy all of your wonderful foods. Be good to your puppies and your kitties and your big puppy, Sunny, and give them all the snuggles and pets. Process takes 3 days from start to finish. First day, put sugar and yeast nutrient in. Second day, filter out the grains, flavor in bottle. Third day, burp the bottles and chill. Then you drink. Oh, yes, that sounds delicious. Come over and make me some drink any day. I would love some fresh fizzy. Mindy says, will do. The colony would form these granules. I'm not entirely sure what the granules are. Probably some kind of spore products. Oh. Captain says, almost had you. Cheat to win, cheat to win. No. But Fopsy does have a lot of points, and Fopsy does what Fopsy does. I'm a good girl. That's entirely under duress. And it's not all factual. But there, you got what you asked for. 80% of the sugar that's put into it gets converted into alcohol, which is then converted into lactic and acetic acids. Yum, yum. Finished product is less than 1% ABV. Nice. Cab says that Fopsy's going to make a great team with him. Fops says, under duress. We've established this. Yeah, under duress, not a dress. Fopsies. Mow. 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 Caddie, you're under arrest for being such a good girl. I'm not a good girl, and I don't think that's an arrestable offense. Relatively certain. Fossey points to closet. Points to futon. Points to couch. Need I say more? I'm not under any of those dresses. They're over there. Captain now has points, apparently. Under duress, I will accept and state I'm a good girl. Did that please you? I hope so. Now it is. Under duress, Caddie was being... You difficult children. You're all difficult children. Yeah, I thought this was going to be the paw bead stream. Apparently now we have moved into the just admitting it stream. Of course, the issue is that you can't kill the colony without risking rapid decarbonization. So pasteurization is a no-go. Itchy. Supposedly putting the colony in your gut is good for your digestion. I have heard that. I've actually heard it is really good to have some of that natural carbonizing yeasty stuff to help your belly be better. And Captain agrees that they need to bully me. Fopsy's made a redeem I'm about to accomplish. About time getting tired of getting bullied by stream. Not really. Please bully me more. LOL. All right, let me get the camera back out a little. That's not that. Not that. Air. And not kick the desk. Kick the desk. Beans. Beans. Beans, beans, beans. Fact. 2 for on sale. Oh, nope, that one fell asleep again. Apparently I should be redeeming beans more because my right foot fell asleep again. Because I haven't been moving it and it is under the desk, so it's not seeing the base stations at all. Mostly. There. You've been beaned. Again. That's probably good. Ta-da! Oh, actually. Ta-da! That way I can see the stuff better. Okay. Oh, Stan says the granulates are houses for the colony. So as long as you keep saving the grains, you can keep the colony going and keep producing pop. That is pretty darn cool. All sense. Anyway, that's enough of that. I have so many hyperfixations. Um, you've made meat before. You're allowed to have fun fixations on some of this stuff. I find that really interesting. So cool. I love making a lot of that kind of stuff homemade. I have done homemade beers before, and though most of the equipment belonged to an ex roommate, so I don't have like any of it at this point, it was fun to do. Um, and you've made mead before. Mead is really good. I have had homemade mead, and oh, delish. Uh, Captain says, and is Caddy not good at keeping her dresses organized? They are actually very organized. I am very good at being, uh, knowing where all my lovelies lie. Also, randomly, this is the Discord for both Caddy and I. Doot. Just in case you'd like to go join our Discord and have a little chitty chat there and have fun. It's a lovely place. um, and Popsy replies to Captain, well, more that we have so many, and most of which Caddy made. This is true. I have made a lot of dresses. Because, for some reason, I find that fun. I have things I like to do, and that's one of them. Oh, a place where can I really show and tell Caddy she's a girl? You're welcome to enjoy the Discord in whatever fashion makes you happy. uh, Joyed. Wahaha. The first batch of meat I made tasted exactly how a used cigarette ashtray smelled. I hated it. I drank it. Well, after doing extensive research into whether or not it was safe, I used high quality honey and was not wasting it. Yeah. It's hard after you've taken the time and effort and chemicals and expenses to make something that took days or weeks to make, to not ingest it anyway, even if it does taste horrible, because you feel like you've wasted that effort if you don't. Uh, it's pretty rare that we even threw out any food that we felt tasted bad. I think the only one that has made it into the trash can and we didn't even finish a serving of was the Ethiopian lentil dish, because that tastes like mud with spice. Elsewise, we've eaten pretty much everything, whether or not it was eh. Still a good chance that was the bribra spice. However you're supposed to say that. Berbere. Second batch was loads better. I made apple cider mead, which I've been told was a sizer. That was amazing. I had 5 gallons of it. I got really into getting drunk off of that for a while. Damn near killed my liver. Don't break your liver, Bunny. You need that. It's very important to have a liver, especially if you have onions to go with it. I mean nothing. I mean Bunny. Cute. Bunny. I like being creative with food. Still got a good track record. You certainly do. I really have loved pretty darn near everything you've gone and tried creatively. Seriously, I think that was like the only thing I have not liked was that one dish that we both wholeheartedly agreed should have tasted good, but somehow didn't. Caddy tripping over her words is cute. No. No, I'm not cute. Quit drinking alky. I had too many blackouts and scared my then girlfriend. That's fair. I don't drink very often. I never do it for the purpose of getting drunk. I do it because I like the flavors of things. Um, I had a little bit this weekend, but barely enough to even get a little bit of a fuzz buzz. And I had it early enough in the day, so I wasn't driving on booze. Speaking of Discord, don't be shocked. Caddie and I, hey, but Caddie, but I put purple in its own. But purple is so far winning over pink. What? There's a vote up for purple over pink? I'll have to go vote for pink. What is this world coming to? Yeah, pink is best color. Never blacked out. Worship the porcelain throne, but that's very rare. Yeah. Mm. Having little worship sessions after too much booze is not a fun experience for you. So definitely don't recommend that. Um, I did for the purpose of getting drunk. I enjoy the feeling. That's why I won't drink anymore. I will not control myself. If it is within reach. I can understand that. Different people drink for different reasons. And that'd be a good reason not to drink. So good on you. Good bunny. I'm sad. I can't vote more than once on for colors in Discord. I agree with Caddie. Pink is best color. Captain said pink is the color of life and all pretty things. Pink is cute, but purple needs more love in general. Hold on, let me go to our Discord. I already voted. Okay, apparently I already voted. There's polls. On polls? And rolls. The roll of poll rolls. Oh, there we are. Yeah, well. Wow. A lot of people voted for purple. Lots of purple people out there. Click. All right, clicked back over. Uh, this is the rolls channel, by the way. You can choose your color. Mm-hmm. Yay. Anywho. So, how is everyone today? Are we all having a good day? Which chat room? It's the rolls one, apparently. The first thing on the top of the list. Rolls. Now I want to roll. I want more water. Thirsty lion. Ah, there you are. Water. Mmm. Here we go. Get a classic Christmas stromboli roll. Stromboli roll. I would love a good stromboli. That sounds wonderful. All sense, that is your homework. We need stromboli. Pick up some and come on over. I'll make you other things. Nepal says, been a good day here for me. Got some laundry done. And now relaxing after dinner watching the stream. Oh, yay. I do need to run a load of laundry. I ended up having to borrow a t-shirt this weekend. I want to get it back to the owner. That'll be in the general disarray section. Idle chatter for miscellaneous conversation. And then we have a few more focus groups with various things. Yeah. Wildest tired today. Spent all day when I got home doing laundry. Did go back out for a steak. Nice. I later, after brunch, had some popcorn chicken about 2-ish. And about 6 before the stream, I had a very gourmet dinner, a excellently gourmet dinner. It was made by this chef Biardoy, and it was these elegant noodle pillows filled with meat by Chef Biardi. Um, and they were really good. I know. I have taste occasionally. Um, Yum. Alston says, "Joke's on you, I don't drive. I can't drive." No, you can drive. You just aren't able to take a driving test because something will continuously stop you. Next time you're gonna go, and it'll be like the license plate light is out on your car. Fopsy says, "Blame me. I'm for the weird channel names. I'm very silly and Fox Wallaby Mutt. Yes, you are. Pick me up. I'm scared. You know what? All right, I'll be right over, Ollie, Bunny. Get in the car, and I will drive over there and pick you up." You'd have to ride in my car with the fluffy pink seat covers, though. So that's the thing. Because we have pink fluffy seat covers in the car. Fops says, "Similarly, I can sing, but I don't sing for good reasons." "You sing pretty. You have a wonderful voice, my love." "No one wants to hear that." "I always want to hear what your pretty voice, because it is lovely." Captain says, "I'm not finding the basic chat thing." Probably better than my voice, says Nepal. "You have a nice voice, too. I've heard you speakies." "Yes, I'm embarrassed by those fluffy pink seat covers every time I take the car out." Yep. That's my fault. Doot. Get up here. Discord. Let me get back to that one. Yeah, there's an idle chat section where you can do chat under general disarray. And player start is where the roles section is, where you get to vote on the colors. So under roles, the second message from the bottom is you pick color. And idle chatter, you can chat about idly things. Like I see some Cult of the Lamb controllers posted there. They're adorable. And a bowl of ramen and the other yummy thing that Denny had there, which looks tasty. No, Captain, no. I don't have to read that right now. That's in Discord, so that's out of my jurisdiction. Ha! Safe from that one right now. Only. Let's see. Where did I get lost? Because I was reading other things. Those sound like they'd be comfy. They really are comfy seats. Honestly, it really does add a good cush to the seat, so it does make it feel good. Fop says, "Lies, heard you IRL at a con." Agreed, we've heard you, Nepal. You have a cute voice. Captain says, "Embrace the pink." I agree, embrace the pink. I got a compliment on my purse today when we were out at brunch. The waitress said she loved my purse. And I told her where I got it, because I'm a nice person. It was off of AliExpress. Only taking, though, hugs. Only talking, though. You are adorable, and I'm sure your singing voice is lovely, too. It's not a vote for colors. You can just choose your favorite or whatever is the closest, whatever you want, honestly. Read what? What did I say? Nothing, but I don't read Discord things when I'm in stream normally. So I'm not going to go read that because I don't have to. And that makes life easier. That purse looks so awesome. I've been tempted to buy one myself. Yeah, and they're cheap. I think that was like, I know it was less than a 20. And it's actually pretty well constructed. The only thing I didn't like was the strap, and it's a clip-on strap, so I just replaced that with a different purse strap. Pop says, "Don't worry, I'm educating the lioness IRL." No. No. I love you too. This is the jumper. Sorry, I named him weird. You had me clicking around. Yay! Um, Making sure she gets the walk right. I do have a good walk. Uh, I've actually helped show other boys how to walk pretty, so I'm good on that. Just put one foot in front of the other and sway those hips right, and you look good. Yeah. Seriously? That's my fault for having my foot under the desk. There we go. Doot. There we go. I gotta sway those hips. Use what your mama gave you. Heck yeah. And I got hips to spare. If the cheeks don't rotate by 15 degrees, are you really walking pretty? I agree. Swivel those hippies. I need to walk on my girly walk, says Wild. Some more. Practice. Walk till you got. Note to self. Watch Olive Dance walk sometimes. Practice with us. Yes. I bet Olive Dance can walk pretty. Bunnies are good at things. Olive says I don't actually know what I'm talking about. You can do it. Walk pretty for us. Be a pretty bunny, because you are a pretty bunny. Captain says, I cannot wait to see Caddie's progress. Progress? I don't need to progress. I am what I am, and I'm happy about me. Wild says, okay, brings Tika over. Welcome to the house. Still a mess. Oh, you're all adorable goobers. I've been taking it easy today. We need those pics with Tika and Sakura anyway. While and I both have pink deer fursuits, for those who don't know. Yes, they're both adorable pink deers. We need to get photos of this. Captain says, okay, it's been a bit. Caddie needs to say that, say good girl again. No, I don't. No, I don't. Because I'm a bad girl. Yes, Mama? Yes? Yes? I'm a good girl. Flopsies. Plushies. All right, Nepal paid the points. I'm a good girl. Alston says, I'm far more traditionally masculine than I've allowed people to know. VRC's been freeing me in letting me play with gender identity a bit. But in the end of the day, I'm a 6'1" tall man with thick chin strap, beard, and tree trunk arms. All stands, even if you are a boy. Knowing you, not physical you, knowing you're pretty. Got it? You are pretty. Never gonna change my mind on that one bit. Pretty bunny. Yes, Fopsy did cheat. Yes, you got 2 for the price of 1. Because Fopsy's able to cash in freebie things that get me to do stuff. And yes, we work. We can work with this. Yeah. Yes, we can. Caddie is a pretty cute princess. No, I'm not. I'm a boring, dull dude who is currently getting kisses. Lots of kisses. Ooh. Love you. Caddie's a boring, non-regal male lion. My ex-girlfriend wanted to get me to cross-dress too. You better feed me like a king. Oh, of course. Was there ever a question about that? I mean, I only feed me Chef Boyardee because I like it, not because I think it's good food. When I have guests over, yeah, there's only good things on the table. Oh, Fopsy, make Caddie blush. Yeah, Fopsy does that. And adds, and hi, Raven. Welcome to the fun. They've been making me show my paw beans and saying lies like being a good girl today. They're being bullies. Also, because my right foot is under the desk, it keeps shutting off. Caddie is a good girl with cute beans. No, I am not. And Raven, thank you. You gifted a soup. Gifted a soup to Foopsie. You are a sweet, sweet Raven. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate that. You have to do that. Thank you. All too nice to me. To give stuff. Well, Alston says, I do have for a partner, but it'd take a bit of convincing. How about for a really good steak? Really good steak, all I ask is you put on a pretty dress. And Raven gifted one to Alston? You, Raven! That's just, no. No. Raven! You're being nice and stuff, and I don't know. All Stance deserves it, but I don't deserve the stings. Bullying me. Oh. Paul says it's actually been a while since the beans have been shown. And yay, Fopsy's now safe from dem ads. Yes, she is, because Raven's wonderful. And I got a beans redeem. I'm not going to see chat for like a moment while I'm doing beams. Because I need to move the camera for that. And that involves turning that off. All right. I just turned my right foot back on. So, beans. Beans, 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 beans. Baked beans. All right, that's this doodle. Come back, come back, come back. Too far. Back it off. Oof. Here we go. Beans. What's it? More digs at Nepal. Paul's gifting. Why is you ooh, being nice? Why are you all being so nice? You don't have to do that. You all being nice to me. I'm just gonna do the rest of the stream from behind these, okay? It's safer back here. Oh, thank you, Nepal. Thank you, Raven. You don't have to give subscriptions to people. You're being nice. Oh. Popsy says thank you to Raven, because Raven's being all specially nice. Austin says, then again, I'm not into ABDL stuff, and yet I got a little to care for, so do with that what you will. One of my favorite couples that I hang out with, one of them is ABDL, the other one isn't, so it doesn't always have to be both halves of an equation to end up with a good relationship. Just saying, put that out there. Well, Caddie and I are partners in crime. Does that count? Yes. Yes. Raven's doing the wiggles because Raven's amazing. All says, what a creature. Thank you, Raven. Yee. Caddie is blushy. Yes. Also, Raven using the only emoticon thing I have, which is one that came by default. I need to fix that. I am so sorry to any of my subscribers. I need to get icons. I am so bad at this. Raven is a total sweetheart. I agree. 100% agree. All Stan says, nah, probably not. Sure it does. Kale swirlies, bouncy bouncies. Captain says, cause good girls deserve gifts. But I do not know. Not good girl and don't deserve gifts. You all deserve gifts. No. Beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So let's have beans with every meal. I like beans. Beans are yummy. I actually am a big fan of quite a few beans in many applications. So, yes, beans. The edible sort and the cute foot and paw variants. You're welcome, Kate. We thank you, Nepal. Thank you so much. You are a sweet, sweet, sweet plushie. And Raven says that she loves subscribbles, subscribbles, scribbadoodles, skibidabba, skibidabba, doobadabba, skibidabba, I'm the scat man, skibidabba, boodabba, doot, doot, doot. I don't want to get DMCA'd for this, skibidabba, skibidabba, boop. Fortunately, I'm bad enough at it that they won't ever, think I am that. So we're safe. Fopsy I was going to upload some Blossom, our pink mascot, on you, but I lost them all in the hard drive crash. Gonna have to find and recreate it. Thank you for thinking of me, though, sweet Fopsy. Maybe later. Captain says, ice cream pops? Ice cream pops. You won't get DMCA'd for singing Scatman song badly. I love you anyway, though. Yes, that was very bad Scatman. I cannot keep up with how well he sings Skitty Scats. So I am safe. Raven says, you make up most, Fopsy Woo? Fop says, maybe. Kinda. Not really. Fopsy populated her cute little pink Fopsy ones that with the waggies and the crying and you're adorable. I love Fopsy's little emotes. I think I'm not currently subscribed to Fopsy. I need to refix that. Someone gave me a gift subscription to her a while ago, and it expired because I'm bad at things. I should just subscribe because I love my Fopsy. And I heard a ding. Something happened. It doesn't come up. Oh, well, thank you, Veronica Cafe Femboy? Veronica Femboy. I'm sorry. I did not mean to try and read that incorrectly the first time. Anytime words run together, the brain tries to fix them to the way that it thinks they go. But Veronica Femboy, welcome to the stream. This is probably very appropriate for you, as if you couldn't tell, I'm the mostest masculine thing ever. So manly. So manly. And I am all for femboy things. 110% femboy is definitely valid in my life. And yay! Hey, you said something too. Thank you for saying something in chat as well. I appreciate that. Not only did you think I was worth following, but you thought I was worth talking back to. So, yay. You're all being nice to me and picking on me today. Well, that makes for a pretty balanced Monday, I suppose. Thanks for following, Caddie, and welcome. Yes, thank you for thanking their Fopsy. You are a good Fopsy. Now, Paul says, right, Caddie. Yeah. Cap'n says, do not let her fool you. Caddie is the biggest sissy, biggest femmy, biggest good girl here in stream. Ow. Oh. Well, I am very large. We've discussed now that I am large, therefore I'm not a kitten. So I am the biggest big. Very big. I'll agree on that part. Am I right or am I right? You're right. I'm very big. Captain, we have decided I am big. Caddie is big, strong, small, effeminate little lion. No, I'm a big lion, silly. This, definitely this. I should know. I married him. Yes, you did. And we got to spend time with the lovely lady who did our ceremony this weekend. So, yeah. We have been legally married for 9 years and together for 14 and a half. Which is a long time. Which is far longer than either of us had any relationship other than what we have now. So that says something. It's good to have a Foxy in your life. And I really like mine. So not getting rid of that anytime soon. Is Caddie always well behaved? Yes. Fopsy away from her desk so I can say my answer myself. Yes, I am very well behaved. I am a very well behaved lion. I don't make messes. I do my chores. I'm doing my best to be good and do what I'm supposed to. I cook dinner most nights, do dishes, and I do everything I'm supposed to. I am a well-behaved lion. Also, Fopsy, I see you in pics too. You are a cute, good girl too. Ha ha! You're a good girl. Captain says you're a good girl. It's done. Science now. Fopsy, you're a good girl. We've decided this for permanency. You are now a good girl. Fopsy says, Caddie loves me because I am a fluffy like a powder puff. He uses powder puffs to hide his lion kitten spots. This is canon, and I cannot be denied, despite any whining from the lion. No, I do not love you because you're a giant powder puff. I love you because you're amazing. And I do not hide any spots with powder. This is all naturally non-spotted adult lion. I am all grown up and non-spotty. Wow, talk about set in stone. My Fopsy is difficult sometimes. No. I'm big and don't have spoppies. I like being difficult, actually. Yes, yes, you do. You love being difficult. but if but if you're well behaved after stream, I'll make you fresh brownies. Probably. I won't tell you where the vanilla ice cream is if you don't behave. I'll hide it better. No, no, see, all I have to do is put it in plain sight, then you won't be able to find it. Yes? Popsy tickled me. Fopsy, be a good girl. Sometimes she does. Brats, both of you. Maybe. Brownies rushes to Caddie's house. STP. Open up. Sweet treat, please. Well, last weekend before I made brownies, and Fopsy said, "These are amazing. The only thing that can make these better is vanilla ice cream." When I went grocery shopping on Thursday, I picked up 4 more brownie mixes and a thing of vanilla ice cream. So we can have nice warm brownies and cool vanilla ice cream. Because I'm a good husband wife. For my good husband wife. Yeah, you kind of deserve that tickling. No, I did not deserve tickling. I never deserved tickling. I'm well behaved. I'm not a brat. I'm a good lion who's going to make brownies. Because I love my Foxy. Caddie's trying to make me fat. You see, I can't win here. Either I'm doing mean things or I'm trying to make the Fopsy fat. Not sure how this works. So who's the girliest girl in the relationship? I'm betting Caddie. It's Fopsy. You were talking about hiding ice cream. That deserves tickling. But only if Fopsy was bad was I going to hide the ice cream. If Fopsy is good, I don't hide the ice cream. So no tickling then. That's the true way to murder your partner. Kill them with cholesterol. By far, it's Caddie. Yes. No, it's not. You know, it's Fopsy. Fopsy's the pretty one. You've seen Fopsy on camera a lot. Fopsy being a cute little Baba deer, a little Baba tooth kitty, a little Baba vixen. She's a Baba, and I'm manly and big. You're implying Fopsy was being bad. Well, she might have been. I've lost track of what was happening at that point, but I remember there was some being bad involved. I don't think I've seen him yet. Oh, well, if you want to see Fopsy, if you scroll down on my stream in the About section, there is a link to Fopsy's channel. Fopsy streams on 2 of the days I don't. I stream on the Mondays and the Wednesdays. Fopsy streams on the Tuesdays and the Fridays. Assuming she doesn't, burn her eyeballs out. Or is sick. Or anything like that, like anybody would not be on stream and whatnot. So yes, if you want to see Fopsy, go to her channel tomorrow night around the same time, and you can see her. She's cute and fun and stuff. Popsy says, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. Okay, Jessica Rabbit. Popsy, get your cute foxy self on stream. I don't make Fopsy get on stream if she doesn't want to. Nobody has to come on stream. Pretty much all my friends are welcome on stream, as long as they're well-behaved children that I've seen on chat, seen before, and I trust 110% to not do something accidentally stupid that can get me in trouble. Um, burned her eyeballs. I thought we all learned a long time ago not to look in the sun or touch hot peppers. And put cod dag, let's it. First time chatter. Lack Farkas. Built different. Yeah, I suppose so. Welcome to the stream there, Lack Farkas. I suppose I am built different. I'm built like me. And that's how I want to be. Thank you, Sunshine. Caddie started long before me, so I'm trying to grow, but I manage a lot of technical stuff for both of us, so yeah. In this household, we have two kinds of technical support between the two of us. I'm usually the hardware person. I will make sure things basic work. Hard drives, video cards, plugging things in. I'm the guy that does the most work on the plugs. Fopsy is the better one of the two of us on the software side of things. So, like, helping me make my overlay show up, which has disappeared today, and I'm hoping I can figure out how to get back after the stream. Or other stuff like that. So we complement each other very well. Nepal says, I don't know how I wasn't following Fopsy yet. Fix that, following now. Why, thank you, Nepal. You are a sweet plushie for following my Fopsy. Anyone that follows my Fopsy is awesome too, so please follow her. She's a good girl and deserves you watching her play games in fursuit. Think she's almost done with her deer game, and then she's moving on to a gator game. Definitely, and welcome, says Fopsy. And she always says, oh, thank you to Nepal for following. First time chatter from 788_. That's one heck of a name. 788 asks, can we get a bark? Well, normally feline item here, lion. But I can give you a bark. Bark, 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 bark. Bark. There you go. Free bark. Maybe I should make that a redeem. I'll look into that. Nepal says, you're welcome. Nepal, you're a very sweet plushie girl. Pop says, you're hardware, I'm software. Heck yeah. Make a good team, honestly. Technical support in this house works very well. It is a very smooth setup. Even if you are very soft, like... Okay, I'm soft and squishy still. I've lost a lot of weight, but I'm still squishy in places. But that just makes me huggable. Cap'n says, don't forget being cute, being a good girl, and making sweet treats for your Foxy. Well, of course I make sweet treats for the Fopsy. And I am good boy. And I look very manly and masculine and stuff. Yes. The Flaming Gamer says, yo, Cadpig, how is it going? And yes, 'tis I, the one, the only, Flaming. What is good bean? Lots of things are good today. Lots of good. And just because of that, button. Freebies. Button. My foot's been under the table, so it decides it's off some of the time. There we go. Bean. There. That's what's up. Beans. Enjoy your freebie. Yeah, it got on there in the end. I was watching my little Cammy. Camera, come back. Come back. I really need to set up the little clip points and things for the camera, but I'm what you might call lazy and not good at stuff. Ta-da! Okay, lock back in place. Now, back to what I was seeing. Because I can't reach out when I'm trying to do that. Thank you, sir. You are more than welcome there, 788. You are a very lovely digit/_ unit. Oh, hey, Flaming. Didn't think This is your first time here, but welcome. I'm pretty sure Flaming has been here before. I thought Flaming's been here before, but maybe Twitch doesn't agree. Wow, it was your first time. Well, welcome, Flaming. Welcome. I could have sworn you'd been in my chat before, but thank you for showing up. I appreciate your existence in my chat. You are a good gamer, Monsieur Flaming. It is indeed my first time, and thank you, Fopsy. Cappy Jr. is very huggable and makes a great pillow. I'm not going to deny this. I do adequately make pillowness. I have a squishy tummy and a squishy chest, which is good for laying on. It is getting smaller. My badoobers are way littler than they were like 6 years ago. I'm happy those are finally residing. Losing weight is hard. Thick and squishy make for the best cuddles. I am proud, chunky moo. You're allowed to be chunky, and there's nothing wrong with that. I was just feeling like I was too big for myself, and I wanted to be less me. So I've been working to slowly reduce how much fluff I do have and how much more strongs I do to keep me going. Flaming says, beans! Yes, I gave you a free beans. It's in my redeemed group, so I see one down there. I'm about to get to that. But yes, beans. Captain says, stinky feet pobs, pew. My pobs are clean. I took a shower, and I'm wearing nice clean slippers, so my pobs smell nice. It's fine. I washed his paws earlier because it's a bead stream. But and I get another beans redeemed. So, well, you may have had a free bean a second ago, but you're gonna get some more now. Backing the camera up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Just back it up. Back it up. Oh, come on. This one's not asleep, is it? I just woke the other one up. Foot. Foot. There you are. It's alive. Beans. Left beans now. Show your left beans. Left side beanies. And for good measure, right side beans. Right bean. You spin me right bean round, right beanie, right beans and streamy. All right. Oh, good. Camera's over there now. Camera's over here. Over here. This is going to be the right-hand stream from now on. Get back over here. Back over here. Here you are. Really close. Yeah. Get free licky. Good enough. All right, back in position. Now I'll figure out what it is I'm missing in chat while I was doing all that. I'm sure chaos has occurred. As it always does when I look away. Let's see. Beans have been redeemed. Thank you. It is my first, to me, from Flaming, it is my first stream time in... I can word sub days. Let me try that again. Thank you, Cadpig Jr., says the Flaming Gamer. And nah, it is my first time here. Well, welcome to here. It is good to see you, Flaming. Yee, I do my best. You are a good Flaming. Okay, now that excitement's done, we'll get back to reading all this fun stuff. I'm Bonnie and sad, non-cuddly. Bony. No, you're snuggly. You are soft and cuddly, my Fopsy Foof. And I love snuggling. You give the best hugs ever. You fit me so well. Perfect hug size. Captain says, I highly doubt that. Agreed is doubted. Doubt. 100% doubt. Wild says, Fopsy woo, not woo. Agreed. Wild says you give good hugs. You're good and snuggly sized. Are the stinkly beanies ticklish? Yes. They're not stinky, but they are ticklish. Fun fact, I had been given a massage once at a spa. Someone gave, paid for me to get the massage. And they also paid for the extra foot massage. And when the lady started touching my feet and I was doing my best to hold still and not giggle, she's like, "You are too ticklish for this. You are not going to enjoy one bit of this. You can use one of the other options that costs the same amount." And I said, "Yes." Good question. It has now been answered. Yes, ticklish. Please do not tickle my feet, Fopsy. I like breathing. Caddie's a lazy lion, so the lazy feed trackers go to sleep. Yes, they do. Well, part of that's also because I'm trying to be nice and close to the new microphone, so it's sitting on the desk, and my feet are ending up under the desk. Fortunately, when they're going to sleep, they're not doing anything too crazy. They just seem to be like looping back on themselves, not like shooting straight up in the air or something. So that's bad. Scrolly. Fopsy, can we find out the beans are ticklish? Find out? Yes. Yes, they are. And my chat moved wrong. Okay. You have no idea. It's so hard to resist sometimes. Yes. Yes, it is. Popsy's mischievous and thinks that it's fun to tickle me, even though it makes it hard to breathe. They do be that way. Yes. Yes, they are. Captain says, Caddie's distracted. He wouldn't see it coming. This is true. But I would then fall out of my chair and get hurt, and then no one would be having a good time. Pop says, I know, I bring the chaos again. Yes, you do, my little chaos creature. Good to know. That's not good to know. No, knowing that my feet are ticklish, only if that means you're not going to tickle them, is it good to know. I only give good hugs and scritches and back rubs because I'm trained as a masseuse. I also used to rock climb. This is also why I open stuck jars. Yes, Popsy is actually very good at opening stuck jars. I often, if I can't open something, just walk into the room wherever she's sitting, and I sit the jar in front of her and say, please, and she knows why. And then all of a sudden it gets opened. Flaming says, hi to all stands. Yes, hi Flaming. Hi all stands. Captain says, sneak tickle on the beads. No sneak tickle on the beads. No. Strong pops. Yeah, you have strong pops. And Alexander says, hi, Flaming. Flaming Gamar. You're all so cute. Every single one of you. It's a good night. It's a good weekend. It's really good right now. I'm feeling happy. I am feeling all so happy. Yeah, and Flaming wants to know how all stunts is doing tonight. And Captain wants to know, want to hear the girly giggles? Well, we'd have to get a girly in here to make those giggles. Caddie, I unfortunately must admit I really like to tickle people, like a lot. I'm sure you can read between the lines here. Yeah. And I really like All Sense Bunny, so there's that. You're a very good Benoy. Very cuddly, very wonderful. I suppose you're allowed to tickle me. And Fopsy is going to allow this. There we go. The whole chat should hold Caddie down and tickle him every. No. No, no. Especially not on my broken chair. I would end up falling and hurting myself and breaking my chair the rest of the way. Um, Seriously though, I think I might actually go to Sam's Club this weekend and pick up the replacement chair because the back keeps getting further and further back every day. uh Captain, that's how you make very, very horny bunny. Please don't joke about that. Dot dot dot. Wow. He he. Popsy will remember this. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. I'm trying to be semi-pure behaved. Why would you do that? Behaved is overrated in general. Be fun. Elmo. Popsy, update the channel only intended for certain audiences. Brown chicken, brown cow. I am well-behaved boy. Does that mean you're a bad girl? Hmm? So, Captain's a good boy, but a bad girl. I see how this works. No, no, sit down before you hurt yourself. Captain says I will bite you. Now, is that what a well-behaved boy would do? Or what a bad girl would do? I would. Okay. Silence. I earned that. I deserved that. Yes. Mm. I'll get you for this. What will you get me for? I didn't do anything naughty, did I? Don't worry, Captain. I'll bite him later for you. Popsy probably will. But if I give Fopsy brownies with ice cream, Fopsy will probably less likely bite me. So I'm going to get back into the bribing system that involves less biting of me and more biting of Brownie. Okay, maybe a 20% chance. Actually, just tickle him till he squeeze. That doesn't take long. That's actually pretty quick. Like 0.2 seconds. Yes. Definitely very ticklish. All right. Caddie, you don't ever admit to bribing. I like bribes. Also, gonna break my wrist. Ready? Eh. Because I'm thirsty. Thirsty. Delicious water. Yep, move over here, chat. I like it better when you're slightly to the left. It's not bribing, it's persuading. Noodle arms! Yes, I get noodle arm whenever I have to take my controller off to grab the water. Yay! Wee. It's not bribing, it's DiGiorno. Yeah, but I think you'd pout if it was DiGiorno. I think you'd pout less if it was takeout Thai. Like a red curry. Or pineapple fried rice. Or both. On a side note, we were talking the other day, and yes, I do toss my own pizza dough. Yeah, Foxy's actually pretty good at that. I am not. Um, one of my first jobs while I was in college involved many different cafeteria type foods. I was not good at tossing pizza dough. I was the worst. But I was plenty good at all the other stuff. So the job lasted till I left it. Fopsu, what would it cost to tickle Caddie's feet? 10 gift subs. There. I made it impossible. Chicago deep dish is always good too. I've had it a couple times, and though my body doesn't agree, my mouth does. And Fluffy Foxine, Fox King. Sorry, it's hard to read with sometimes. Fluffy Fox King, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Just a silly feline. Get. Well, that happened. Uh, 1 6 rewards for that. You're thirsty for this after all. You sure you're pure and wholesome? You're the best. I said trying, I think. I've extended my left foot towards the Foxy. Be gentle. Yes. This is. I know where one of your hands is because it's holding my foot. I know. Then I don't know where the other one is. Well, okay. And you did say gift subs. I broke the lion for a tickle and a squealy giggle. She has my foot. It is bare. And I don't know when she's going to touch my foot. The worst part is I kind of have to pee, and this is not helping. Having my legs stretched out like this. Ah. Okay. Where'd my slippers go? Okay. Did that work? Hey, you got your one tickle. No. That's your one time. No. Only once. It's done. You got your tickle in, and my slippers are the wrong feet. They don't feel right. Hold on. Straightening myself. Well, okay. You did say gift subs. I broke the line. Yes. for a tickle and squealy giggle. Getting ready to clip the suspense. And there's the clip. Worth it. Well, that did things. Did you get the clip? If not, the VOD is there after the stream, and you're free to clip all you want. Wild is wagging and going derp. Okay, caught my breath. I actually need to adjust my glasses. So, please ignore my broken hands. You did fix the... Thank you, Fopsy. And for giving all those subs out to people. A lot of cute people out there got subbies from that. And yes, you got me my 25 sub goal. Because you're so awesome. Let's see, it was Eric Fopsy, Madam Izzy, 788. Scroll down too far, Melody Boat, Kiro, Tusky, Wizard Wolf, Lock Farkas, Nil-esque, Captain Stouty, and Chip all got gifties. Well, congratulations to all those of you who are now no longer going to have to worry about those silly ads that would have had to prior. You're all amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. You are all the bestest beans that could ever be. Even if you do just want to pick on me. Which, cool with. Okay with this. If that's what makes you all happy, I will sit here and be silly for you. Popsy says, glad you reached your sub goal. You are my sub goal. Error. Meow. But yes, my sub goal has been reached. Read into that how you will. I'm your little subby lion. Oh, I know how I was reading into that. Yeah, me too. Back, and it's uploading now. Nice. Well, that happened. Sweet. See, I'm quiet, Nepal. You gotta be careful about the quiet ones. And there it is. There it is. I like your label there. Giggling like a schoolgirl. So cute. So how much do I have to bribe Echo Fox to do that to Heartwood? I think I can manage that. Going to have to use my skills. Hello, Wizard Wolfie. Welcome to the stream. It looks like you just gained gift subs, so no ads for you at the moment. Thank you. Gonna make sure he features it. Heck yeah. Echo has tickled hard on stream a few times. Awesome. Nepal says, I mean, that's fair. Allstan says, especially on Tuesday night when... good Fopsy Echo. Good Echo. Yeah. I love my little Fopsy Woo. She is the most wonderful thing in my life. Even if she does like to pick on me and tickle me. Captain is happy to help. You are a good Captain. We're all mean. But I love you all. Silly floofs. Side eyes there. Your Cap'n knows best. Cap'n. Okay, Cap'n Crunch. In fairness, Fopsy held back until after she had someone else to blame for it. Yeah, I'd say so. Wizard says, Fopsy, thank you for the gifty sub. You didn't have to do that. Big fluffy deer. Yes, the Baba Deer did that, because the Baba Deer is a good girl and loves me. I think she's going to be a Baba Gator in 2 streams. Little Hatchy Gator. Also, I'm a little disoriented since my the untickling. Let me fix this. And down. I think that's a little better. I want to look good on camera for all of you, so actually a little up more. I don't have my hands accidentally punk into my face. That's this direction. Unless I reach out and grab it, it's hard to do this gently. A little stick to nudge. It's like crotch shot or forehead. It doesn't want to be on camera. Good enough for now. Look to the left. Bring the thing up. Not too far to the left. Pop says, my pleasure. Next stream is the last for the deer for a bit. After that, gonna be a big scary gator hatchling. And I'll play little gator games because you're a little hatchy gator. If you want, you can hire me to be your person person video scoop catcher. Oh, gonna miss the deer. Oh, don't worry. Pillar gator's fun to look at too. So you get to see an adorable plush gator on screen, which is fun. Fopsy has a lot of adorable suits, so there's plenty of things to see and plenty of critters to play games with all of you. The deer will return. Just wait. I want to give it some variety. I'll get all the clips of Caddie being adorable. But I'm not. I might have a couple of suits. We own 1 or 2 fursuits in this house. But Caddie is adorable. No. I put up my new ceiling fan update. All right. Rock on, whiz. Welcome to the cooler side of the pillow. Works every time. You did, and it's pretty awesome. Woot! Go whiz, go whiz. You put the ceiling fan up in his house. I'm guessing that's somewhere in one of the telegrams or the Discord since you've seen it. Oh, and apparently we have a clips and stuff thing in the Discord too. So if you get bored and want to put clips somewhere, we also have a clip section in that. We do. Clips and stuff. You have 2 clips in it so far. Both of which involve having a cookie on your head. Because Fopsy likes cookie. I work for Fopsy now. Sorry, Caddie. Well, it's okay. You see, we're a whole family business, so if you work for Fopsy, I still get income out of it, so it's okay. Woo, interns. Yay, interns. Fopsy woo. But I like the deer. Just a bit biased here. Yes. Caddie, oh boy. You really said his house? Yes, probably did. I, I'm lame. I'm lame. Raise the roof. I'm lame. I said his house. Popsy says we need to do a co-op deer game sometime. Yeah, yeah. You and Wild play Tika and Sakura playing deer games. Um, yes. Do this. Caddy, you need to see it's Ace. I sent it to Fopsy, but I'll put it in Discord. Cool. No, Caddy. I'm sorry, but Cap'n was hired above you. Just like all the plushies, you are still at the bot. Caddy's very special children. Yes, I have very special children. And how does Cap'n have seniority over me? I've been here for 14 years in this company of Fopsy and Caddy Incorporated. How are the plushies and Cap'n Stouty having seniority? Oh, I'm aware. Yes. Special. uh, I did kind of ride the short bus quite a few times in my school life. But that was mostly because I lived in a area with not as many other kids, so they just had to bring the shortest bus available. And in college, when they moved the campus from downtown Pittsburgh to out past the airport, since they had agreements with us for easy transit, they actually had hired a short bus to take the three of us that were still in that apartment complex to the college. So I rode the short bus to school in college. Uh, wow. Even the plushies own. Yeah, the plushies apparently have seniority over me. I have not figured out how to get out of this. Sorry, Caddy. You're just too good at your position. That's why we're hiring people and plushies above you. Can I manage people and make them do my job? That'd be better. I'll start making a list for Caddy right now. No, you don't need to make a list for me. I'm good. I'm good. I have plenty of tasks, like making brownies, cooking dinner, doing the laundry. I was gonna do the laundry today after we got back from brunch, and then I sat down and I was watching a stream, and then I woke up at my desk. Uh, Somehow after two double shots of espresso this morning, plus 2.5 cups of coffee at brunch, I came home and fell asleep at my desk. The power of pancakes really compelled me. The laundry was not critical yet, though, so it's not a really big deal. I just want to get it done. um, I am sure I have quite a list of chores to do. So, I was going to join you in VR for your stream, Caddy, but I am one, not as sexy you. Yes, femboys are sexy. And two, I'm having too much fun teasing you in chat and IRL. I'm okay with this. You know what? It's not necessarily who all's sitting with me in virtual space. It's what kind of chaos is going on in general that we all get to enjoy. So that's the kind of chaos we're having right now. Join him in VR, and then you can tease him harder since you are both in VR. No, that means there's a higher chance we'll accidentally smack each other. And yes, we can experience it better. Yes, but I can tease him in IRL, and he won't even know I'm there until it's too late. That's the trick. Besides, then I'll also have to move the camera. And we've already discussed I'm lazy. Good point. The tickling. That part is fair, honestly. I fell asleep on the couch too, says Wild. Even the coffee and the Mountain Dew isn't helping. Still, laundry has done some. Yeah, you managed the laundry. I didn't. So you're one up on me. Also, I don't feel so bad that after a big honkin' breakfast brunch like we had, somehow the two of us both managed a unscheduled nap. Even Fopsy ended up taking a nap. It was adorable. I found Fopsy napping when I woke up from my nap. If I had VR, I'd volunteer to be your camera plush. Yeah. Well, you don't need to have a VR headset, little Nepal plushie. You can come in desktop mode. You don't have as much camera controls as a desktopper, but you can come and hang out. We'd absolutely take you up on that. But I trust you, silly Nepal plushie. You're a good plushie. Plush don't need camera controls anyway. That's true. They just need to sit there and be cute for me. You can sit there and be eye candy. In fact, pretty sure we can find a good snow leopard avatar for you. Or whatever you're in the mood to be. It's apparently raining in this world. I'm looking out the window in the world, and it's trickling out there. It's actually really pretty here. I'm liking this place. Be cute and cuddle dressed up in very pretty things? Nod sagely. I have a few avatars I want. Oh, there are quite a few good ones. We'll pester you later about that. Oh, yes. We can do that. I have that power. And thanks to the power of PTO, I don't even have to be in bed tonight at midnight, so yay. What power? Well, the power of voodoo. Oh, you do. Oh, do what? Oh, remind me of the babe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my sing is not going to get me in trouble for that one. Okay, feel free to DM me here on Discord or Caddie has me on Telegram. Dance, magic dance. Jump, magic jump. Yeah, that was a great movie. Labyrinth was amazing. And it wasn't even a Fatal Labyrinth, which is a Genesis game I own, and is kind of dumb, but it was fun. That's one of my mother's favorite movies. I think we've owned it at least twice. I'm not complaining. I'm just mentioning that. We liked it enough we've accidentally at least bought it 2 times or on purpose, depending on if it was a cooler new version of it. Fops says definitely one of my favorite movies. An amazing movie, says Nepal. Totally agree. Totally agree. That was a really fun one. Oh. Yes, that's fair, Sunshine. But how many versions of Princess Bride did we buy? At least 3. I remember we had at one time 3 copies of it sitting next to each other, and I was just like, we bought this 3 times. Well, I guess we're giving one to each of our parents. Good movie and good dance moves. But no way in hell are you going to fit me into them tight spandex he was in. And codpiece. You can't forget the codpiece. That's a very, 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 very important part of that outfit. Very important. Very, 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 very important. Someone turned the movie into a tabletop RPG, and I've been passively interested in checking it out. Be more actively interested in checking it out. This sounds like fun. My mother almost made me Jareth. I want to see this now. I have a copy of this. Give me a second. We'll post on our Discord. I love you, sweetheart. Or named me Jareth, rather. You would have made a good Jareth. But you make a lovely Allah stance. I don't know your like human name or anything, but you make a lovely Allah stance. You're a very pretty boy. Thank God she didn't, because I look nothing like David Bowie. We can work on that. Get your hair did, and put some makeup on you, and get you some tights and a very, very large gym sock. Very large gym sock. Very large gym. What was the movie about again? I can't remember. I'm just thinking about David Bowie and tights again, and um, um, yes, mm-hmm. Uh, another awesome movie. Yes, that was also an awesome movie. We plenty of good movies. We are good. We are well collectors of yummy, fun movies. Caddie is fantasizing about him. Maybe. So I need to get Fopsy some really nice cream-colored tights and very, very nice little codpiece to put on and prance around the house for me. I think this will work. I think it's a good plan. Anyone else have a problem with this plan? David Bowie in tights doesn't leave much to the imagination. No. And yes, at the same time. You gotta think fourth dimensionally. Just trust me. Just keep thinking fourth dimensionally. Fopsy, run, save yourself. Crotch from those pants. Yeah, save your crotch from those pants. No, let us save from. This is safe here. We're good. We're good. I already think fifth dimensionally. You want to play 5D chess? Yes. And I will lose badly because I can't succeed at regular chess. Posted the game night forum. So apparently that is on the Discord as well. Oh, that's right. We did buy that, didn't we? I forgot about that. Good God, we have a lot of fun games, don't we? Thank you for that, Fopsy. I'll check that out when I get the moment. I honestly forgot we had that. Do we have one for the Dark Crystal, too? I thought that was on the list. And we have the one for Nepal, which is Stuffed Fables, which is a RPG of being a plushie. So there's that. That's a thing. Oh, yes, we do have the Dark Crystal one. Thank you. We need to play Stuffed Fables. Yes, we do. We have Mice and Mystics plus the 2 expansions I know of. Essence, you say? Yes, Essence, yes. Skeksis is your friend. You like Skeksis? Skeksis just wants to help. Please. Please help the Skeksis. We will help you. We will help you. Yes. I've heard of that game, not played it though. We haven't played it yet either, but it's there. I'm actually really bad at TTRPGs. Please make peace. Please. I want to play them. I want to run them. I'm bad at both. Honestly, for those kind of games, I definitely have found I am a good, benevolent DM. I've had very few complaints. I like to make sure my players have fun. Um, Also, we recently got yet another expansion for Hero Quest because it existed. And a friend went to Gen Con recently and brought me back toys um, for Hero Quest. An extra dungeon map, 4 books of blank fill in your own maps, which are really cool. I'm so happy for that. And some extra artifact cards. And apparently a shiny blue dice that's hiding in Fopsy's purse that I haven't gotten to see yet, but I really want to see after stream. Must steal that. Uh, uh, if I was close enough, so would want to try out Stuffed Fables with the two of us. Yes, yes. If cons weren't so crazy, I'd try and convince you to do that at MFF with us. But not only is that a thing that takes a lot of time, but finding time where all of us would be free would be really hard. These two games are definitely more story based. Combat isn't that important. It's more about problem solving and working together as a team and as friends and learning and growing together. Kind of fun. Yeah, we tend to play fun games. Oh, absolutely. Not sure how you'd roll the dice with those big poofy bappers, but I'm sure you'd be very welcome to join. Because you are a cute little stuffy. Oh, Emmy, you can't see peas? We're all aping, you can't see pee. Well, come hang out with us. I'll talk happy at you, and maybe that'll help you get some nappy naps. We're talking about board RPG games now, apparently. I'd make time in MFF for that. Gently hugs and offers plush paws and curls up with, "Good, thank you, Nepal. You snuggle little Emmy Puff. She's been having breathing problems with all the smoke around where she lives. We need a game night sometime. We really do, Wild. We need to get out our D6, D20s, D10s, D whatevers, skull dice, happy dice, D dice, and of course the most important dice, the one-sided dice. That's where the DM just decides things. The problem with me is I like breaking game systems. You know what? If you have a DM that does it right, it's not whether or not you can break the game system. It's whether or not you convince them it's fun while you're doing it. I believe Fopsy had the rule of if you can make it sound cool enough, I will find a number you have to roll for to do it. Board games, so we're not bored. Heck yeah. I heard too many stories about snake NPCs with mage hands. Nice. I don't know what game has that, but I need this. That's fine because I'm like breaking the noise. Ooh. What windows? I heard the doodle-doo, like something happened. Nepal says, I'd try. Certainly would be fun to try. Yee. Snake PCs, I mean. PCS. I'm still slightly confused, but I'm okay with whatever this is. Wait, you read that wrong? Snake Pix? Snake PCS? I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Emmy says I cannot breathe out of my nose. I'm so sorry. I hate when I can't breathe out my nose. I definitely am understanding of your plight. I wish there was something I could do. Um, if you want something that might help relieve it, press your. Oh, hold on, go with the chat for a second. I'll bring it back up. Press your fingers under your eyes really hard on those sinuses, up the bridge of your nose and over your where your eyebrows are. Press good and hard. If you have someone that's around that can do it for you, like a sibling or a parent that's in the house that can press up along your nose and up where your eyebrows are, down under your eyes where it's really pressury, and then straight up mostly to get right at where your hairline is. You'll hit most of the sinuses. It won't fix everything, but it might help you relieve some pressure. I'm not a doctor, just someone who also gets sinus problems. There. Uh, or right, I'm sure. I'm sure. Okay, I might have been right or wrong. It's all good. Fob says it's the role of cool. That is right. That is how Fopsy works. If you have the rule of cool, if you can make it sound cool, the DM will help make it happen. The smoke is clear out. I think it's just allergies and sinus stuff. Stupid sinus allergies. I hate those. Listen, there's 5 people on my harem. I don't need any more, Elamolo. Yes, you do. Either that or you and your harem just need to become our harem. And then we'll just have a really good harem. And we'll all snuggle together. And everybody wins. Nepal says snake player characters, I'd guess. I'm okay with snake player characters. Snakes are cool. There we go. My glasses were pushing up on my nose too hard, and they were being all pokey. Can I be a snake and use Mage Hand? Me. Probably when talking about your Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Yes, but Caddie is a bunny, and I have a bunny fursuit too, but seriously, bunnies are just fun to cuddle. I can agree on this. All Stance is a good bunny for cuddling too. This is facts. These are facts. Why does this remind me of a game of rock, paper, scissors, rock, lizard, Spock? Because. Emmy says stays hiding in her egg, sneezing to death. Oh, I'm sorry. Emmy, I really hope you feel better. If you can, see your doctor and ask them about if there's anything they can do to help your sinuses get unuckied. It probably has a pill that you can take that'll help squeeze you out. Except me. I'm secretly a fox, so much nomming shall occur. No nomming us. No, 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 no. You're not allowed to nom on bunnies. You snuggle them. Unless my sister's not in the room, then we can eat bunny. But I mean no, you just snuggle bunnies. They're not for food. I've had a ferret player character. I like to blow things up. No mage hand though. That's easy mode. I had to rewatch the giggly tickle Caddie clip, so I'm back. Well, at least you clipped it, so you don't need to see it again. And no one else needs to put in 10 gift subs to have Fopsy tickle my Fopses anymore. Not my fault bunnies have flavor, XD. For the record, I have never eaten rabbit. Nomming is snuggling with your mouth. Yes, see, cute girl plushies get it. You're right. I put it on the Discord. Okay, for the record, anyone that doesn't know this, I have eaten rabbit many times in my childhood. It's called Uncle Carl's Chicken. I redeemed Tickle Caddy with ghost points for invisible tickle redeem. That's not how this works. No, no. See, that redeem is cash only. That one, no, that one, no, Fopsy, no, 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 no. They have to pay for that one. They have to pay. That's not. Ah! No, that's not a freebie. 10 gift subs gets you tickles. No, that's not a freebie. How am I going to get people to pay if you give them the good stuff for nothing? Who bribed you? Where did they touch you? Show me on the doll. Not on my feet. Okay. Catch my breath. You're right. Put it in Discord. I redeemed Tickle Caddy. Yes, yes, yes. Do it. Oh my god, wow. Popsy's devious. But I'm going to leave that out there. If anyone does want my feet tickled on stream, fine. 10 gift subs. That's the cost. 10 gift subs. I will let the Fopsy do it. I will hand my feet over willingly for 10 gift subs. There. Sell out. Yes. Yes, I am. But if people want to see it that bad, they can do so. So, the kind of character I like to play is someone who is crafting focused, explosive potions, Greek fire. Let me MacGyver and Kevin McAllister my way out of a dungeon. I am down for this. I am 100% down for that, Alla Bunny. Yes. I like the more creative ways to play these kind of games too, so 110%. Okay, invisible 10 gifts. No, that's not how this works. Has to be real. Has to actually exist. Cannot be invisible. You see, Fopsy made the pacifier goal too inexpensive. That was her mistake. I'm not making tickle my feet be something that you can easily get with a couple thousand points. Yes, but what if it actually does exist, but invisible? That's not how gift subs work. They pop up. They're not invisible. Problem is, I'm not smart enough to think that far ahead. So again, I'm a bad player. Nah, honestly, the more you play those kind of games, the better you get at being creative on the spot. So it's not necessarily that you're good the moment you start it. It's you're probably getting better at the more you be weird. Make it 600 points? Oh, hell no. No. That would easily be like 100,000 point redeem. Okay, and no. I'm going to fix this price on the pacifier goal. I honestly didn't think anyone would redeem it for a long time. Oops. Don't tell Fopsy. I normally have enough points to redeem it at least 6 times. Better yet, 10-point tickle redeem. Sound fair? No. Tickle my feet is cash only. Cash Banuka for tickles. If you want tickles, cash. Or you go to the tip thingy and you tip $20. Tip $20. I'll take that too. That counts. I once had a D&D character who, if the campaign hadn't ended, would have broken the world economy with his pills of cure light wounds. He got the Costco bottle of Tylenol That rocks. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. Keep taking them. Keep popping them pills. Popping them pills. Popping them pills. Popping them pills. Pretty much, money can be exchanged for goods and tickles. That is right. This economy will accept cash for torture. I will happily sell out. I have more than accepted long ago when I started YouTube and stuff. Yeah, people can pay me to do stuff that is within terms of service of whatever YouTube or now Twitch allows if they pay for it. I'm a good little whore. I will work hard for my money. And if you want something that's off of Twitch terms of service and or YouTube terms of service, we can talk about doing things off camera. But the price gets more fun the higher, the more interesting it could get, so... Hey, you want to pay for it? I'm a good wordsmith. The last time I played a TTRPG, it was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon themed, and it had rules of combat maneuvers other than moves Pokemon would know, so I played Smeargle, and I tried to focus purely on combat maneuvers over learning any damaging moves. Nice. Sounds fun, actually. I got String Shot for utility and stylized on a ride-on and styled on a ride-on Spider-Man style until someone capable of taking them down came and saved our asses. Nice. Well played, Bunny. Well played. This is exactly why I'm blaming a bard. Why I'm blaming a bard with no blaster spells in Baldur's Gate. Playing, not blaming. I still blame you. I love you, my little Fopsy. The DM ruled that the pills were a free action to use. And my character was making them for coppers each and could easily sell for a few gold apiece. That's the way to make money. Captain says, but Caddie loves us too much to take our money for tickles, right? She loves making us happy and loves her watchers. Yes, but Caddie loves not being tickled more. Yes. See, that's why tickles cost money. Because no, I don't love being tickled. But if you really enjoy it, I'm willing to put up with it for money. There's the trick. Entertainment, cost. Acceptable system. Also thirsty again. Which is bad because I'm also resisting the I have to pee but I don't want to end stream. I could always take a break, but because I'm bad at things and I have not set up a break screen. Watar. Put our commercial break while you tinkle. Note to self, help Caddie set up a break screen. I could do that. Popsy is correct. Okay. Popsy will show me how to do stuff like that later. I know I had an ad break button up here somewhere. Oh, actually, it's eyed out right now. What's it telling me? I recently read an ad. I must wait to watch it. Oh, so one actually gone recently, so I can't go figure. You are right. You did get to see one because you were already a doodly doo. Now, so many of you are subscribees. It's so nice. You don't have to see the ads. Ironically, I make more off of a single subscriber than I do off of most of the ads for a month. I think it's like 2 subscribers is slightly more than all of the ads put together. So that just tells you how much you're worth value-wise. Subscribing is so bonus on my end. Not telling you need to spend money. Unless you want tickles. In which case, by all means, spend money. Heck, if you want me to tickle Fopsy, subscribe. Ted subscribes to me and tell me that you want me to tickle Fopsy on her stream. I'll work with that too. I mean, that works for me. I have my plots. Also, Fopsy's teasing me because Fopsy got to go pee. We will wait. Tickle Fopsy? Deal. Wait, where's the Fopsy ticklish? If the Fopsy doesn't see it coming, I know most of the good spots. That's the important part. And if Fopsy is wearing a fursuit, Fopsy can't necessarily see me coming to whatever spot that I'm aiming for. So there you go. We'll make that a deal. During Fopsy's stream, you get 10 subscribers to me. I'll tickle Fopsy. Deal? Deal. Oof. Ticklish through the suit? Yes. If I get to the right parts. And she doesn't see me coming. And in suit, that is probably Bopsy is doomed next stream. Ha 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 ha. I love you all. You are very well behaved children. Joke's on you. I'm already doomed. Yay! But if you behave for the rest of my stream, you still get fresh brownies afterwards. Does that sound good? I don't think that's behave. Or that. Minute's about to turn over, so I'll do it as soon as it does on the thing. You want a cutesy voice. And you want me to say it. I'm totally behaving as a fox. Rips up contract. Sorry, I'm quitting the job. You really need to be more specific. I'm a good girl. Are you happy? Also, awa. Did you need some awa too? While I'm stuck doing a cutesy voice until that time says 11 minutes after. You got it. I am going to have to head out. I need some sweep. I almost got my sweep schedule back to where I want it. Sorry, Caddie, I didn't catch that. Well, you get some good sweeps there, Allstance. You be a good Benoit and snuggle up with some pussies. Dream of cuddling with somebody nice, like maybe Cuddle Shy. Or Ophiol. And have some sweet dreams for me, okay? And if you missed it, Captain, you could always watch the VOD later, or you could we demon again. But I did say it like a good thing. I did the thing. I said exactly what Fopsy paid for. And she heard me. Mm-hmm. This is twoof. It's twoof. And I need to regulate how expensive things are to keep Fopsy from spending points on them too often. I know you do, and I know I do. Because we watch each other's streams completely through. I love you, little vixen kit. Okay. The microphone is on nice and loud, so you'll be able to be picked up. Fopsy, can I have 1K points? That's not how that works. Yeah, that's the... we cannot give channel points. That's not one of the... Oh, good, I can talk normal. That's not one of the things we're able to do. We can give the, lotto points, but those aren't good for anything. Because I don't have anything set up as a, raffle or whatnot. Nope. I think Fopsy is beeping in, which is convenient. Because then I can make Fopsy in charge for a minute. And I can go put some of this water back. And I'm actually amused there's this many people still listening to me after 3 hours of me chatting. Because I did not think I was that entertaining. But you know, this happens. This is true. Boop. Because we love you. You did? It didn't poop up. There it is. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to not notice. It did not boop. I was actually waiting for it, too. I was like, where's the boop? Where's the boop? Bloop. Unfortunately, the streamer and their mods do not have the power to award points. Only refund redeems. Anyway, good night. Good night, little Alla Bunny. You are a good little Benoy. And a pretty one. And cute. And there's something loading in front of me. There it is. It really is. Yeah, come on over here. Hmm. I am not small. I'm just sitting down. No, I am a large lion and you are a small fox. It's just perspective.
You're so very small, though. Why are you so small?
You are patat.
You are very petite.
Okay. You're picking up pretty good, so I'm going...
Am I?
Well, you're picking up through VR chat at least. So I'm getting you through my headset. I don't know if you're double picking up through the stream or not, because I can't hear that.
I don't know.
Boop. Anyway, good night. Cute Fopsy. Yes, she's cute Fopsy. Okay, I'm going to go AFK for like a minute or so while I put back some of this water. And Fopsy's in charge.
And you're gonna go all into a pretzel.
I'm gonna pretzel, but I'm still the microphone for you.
You're totally my pretzel down.
There we go.
Oh, he's a lion tail. Caddie, why is your tail so big, sweet? This is like a really big tail. I know I'm the one that uploaded it, so it's my fault, but still. Okay. So apparently I'm in charge of Caddie's chat right now for some strange reason. I don't know why, but I'm here. And you probably can't hear me because I talk very quietly. And Caddie's headset is over there somewhere, so that's okay. Mm. So I'll do a little dance for you. Well, thank you, Captain. I'm glad you can hear me a little bit, sweet. Thank you. Yay. And I'm just being kind of pretty quiet, all things considered, because quiet. You're at least on someone else's stream, I'm pretty quiet. Uh huh. Do it. Unfortunately, where Caddie's camera is, because Caddie is very, very small, very small, very tiny, such a tiny, tiny little lion. I can't do like a stand-up dance because if I were to do a stand-up dance, you wouldn't see most of me. But I'm here, so I apologize for that. But he's here. I'll dance and I'll sway and I'll bunch around. Because it's fun. Mm-hmm. Playing with Caddie's tail all the time too. See? Mm. With a tail this big, I'm so glad we don't really own rocking chairs because that would be really really bad for Caddie's tail.
Are you playing with my tail?
Um, no, your tail's playing with me, sweetie.
Back in.
Tail.
What? Here it comes. Glasses through the hole.
Yay.
Pillow back in place so that I'm sitting where I want to be. Ish.
Mm-hmm.
Popsy in the room next to me, looking adorable.
I'm here. Mm-hmm. Big fox. Tiny, small. Very big, strong. Very brave. Very strong and powerful. Tiny little lioness kitten.
No,
Back.
big lion.
Big, strong, tiny little lion. Yep. Also, you're still pretzels.
I know, it's because my paws are still over. I was adjusting my face.
It's okay. I'm gonna play with your ears in the meantime.
Okay. Where'd my other paw go?
You now has a pointy ear and a small ear.
There's the other one. Get over here, other paw.
Technical difficulties.
The wrist strap's on so I don't accidentally make a mess.
But that's your secret, darling. You're always making a mess.
I just try not to break things.
But that's your secret, sweetie. You're always breaking things.
Okay, now that I'm back. Press the button. Now that I'm back, let me read back whatever I'd missed. Cute Fopsy. LOL, playing with the tail. Yes, you enjoy my tail because you're a cute Fopsy. I hear you somewhat. Do a cute dance. Yes, Fopsy is just being cute. Was all. Fopsy is such a cute little vixen. Yes, you are.
Big though. Look how big I am compared to this tiny lion. And I'm a fops. Lions are supposed to be big, but look how small this lion is.
You're small. It is really just perspective. We've discussed that before.
It's perspective that you are so tiny.
No, you're tiny, I'm big, and that's how things are.
My paw covers your entire face, sweetie.
Perspective.
That's the facts. The fox facts.
It's the Baba deer and kitty.
There's no deer here, but you are Baba.
Baba deer.
But you're so Baba though. I don't have a deer in VR. Not yet.
Don't you have the little hob deer?
Yeah, but you have a hob deer too.
So,
So you're gonna make me play a change avatar and turn you into a hob deer?
make me play a change avatar to you to hob deer.
That doesn't work on your stream, sweetie.
Sure does. Cute lioness and a cute vixen. Caddy is just small because he wasn't eating his veggies since lions are carnivores. So yeah, I eat my veggies.
You don't eat veggies.
I eat my veggies.
You didn't eat your veggies. See, I warned you this would happen if you didn't eat all your veggies, sweetie.
I usually finish the cooked veggies. I love corn and limas and peas and green beans.
Fresh veggies. Hmm? But you had the cooked veggies, not the fresh veggies. Do you know how many nutrients are lost when you cook them?
None, I find them all. And I drink the water that they cook in, so I get all the nutrients back.
No, sorry. You small though.
I'm the big one.
No, you were totally the small one, sweetie. So small, so cute and small and pretty and sweet and vulnerable. And I'm gonna hold you and keep you safe, okay?
Besides, you don't have enough points to get an avatar change. You've been spending it all on good girls and cutesy voices.
I love you. Do you know what?
What?
Hey, look at me.
Yeah?
The most important thing in my life. Do you know that?
You're the most important thing in my life.
I have more than enough points, darling.
I'm gonna have to log into your account and spend them so you don't.
Gonna sell them to the highest bidder.
Mwah.
Yep. Just saying. Also, they're playing Animal Crossing music in this world. I noticed.
I never know. I honestly generally keep the world volume turned down to extreme minimum, so I never know what's playing. Aww. The Fopsy is so cute, and a butterfly fop. See, you're the cute one. We have decided the Fopsy is so cute. The Fopsy is so cute. You're cute.
Look how small this thing is, though. Look at this. Look how tiny and small this is. Look at this. It is so small.
No.
Tiny. Small's cute, and this is definitely very cute. And look at the spots. Look at the spots on the legs. All the spots. Such a tiny lion. Such a tiny little lioness. Tiny little lioness kitten.
There's the Fopsy louder. Talk some more. I turned you up. There, I increased the volume on the desktop audio, which is what you're coming out of since you're from the game itself.
Okay, that's fine, sweetie. Thank you.
You're both cute. No. We discussed Fopsy is cute. Fopsy is cute.
Okay. I don't need any love. This is not my stream, so I don't need the love. This one needs the love because it's this one's stream. So this one gets all the love and snuggles and affection and reminders that they are a pretty little baby girl and I love you forever.
You're a pretty little baby girl. I love you forever. Mwah.
You made cute noises when I said that. Therefore, we know it's true.
That doesn't make things true. Apparently, that is better. You're more hearable now that I turned you up. I didn't realize that desktop audio was turned down in OBS. I think my modded 2DS is binding us. Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully, you can get that fixed there, Denny.
Yeah.
Also seen the Big Mom fight, and it was epic.
Big Mom fight? Was this maternal combat? Maternal combat.
Do 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 do. Finish her.
Okay. You can't see. My Pobs is in your face.
You are both cute. I'm a plush. We know cute. No. Nepal, you're cute. You're a plushie.
By default, Nepal, you are cute as a plushie.
Yeah.
That's the default.
See, Nepal, you're cute. And Fopsy here is cute.
I'm not cute, though.
But you're cute and Fopsy is cute. And I'm a scraggly lion.
But you're a cute little baby. You're a cute little tiny lion. Little Baba lion.
Scraggly lion. No, what is this proof of cuteness you posting? No, what? There's no proof of cuteness.
The post, the cuteness was just posted. There's the proof.
This is not proof.
You can't deny it.
These fibs.
It was posted. It was posted, so it's proof.
You and Fopsy are both cute. No question. This is question. Many question.
You're right. Nepal says that you and the lion are both cute. No question. See? Mm-hmm.
The many questions. Lots of questions.
No questions.
All the questions.
No questions.
All questions. 100% questions. No basic answer. We question.
No question. I question your questioning of the question.
I'm the cute manager, and I'm checking this Vidi 0. I approve.
Look at the ears. They're so bouncy. Look at them. Oh, they're so cool, bouncy. Oh my god. They're so cool,
Fopsy and Caddie are, but no, Paul, no, this is not how this works. Besides, do you know my job is a cuteness enforcer? This is actually my responsibility. I enforce people who deserve to be called cute.
But darling, sweetie, how can you enforce being cute if you don't know what cute is? And the only way to know cuteness is by personal experience.
I experience all the cute ones, and that's how I know.
Do you experience being all of the cute?
No, that's not how this works.
It totally is how it works. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules, darling. I just enforce them. I'm not a cuteness enforcer. I'm a cute you enforcer. Mm-hmm.
Fopsy, you were just smacking Caddie's tail around while she was AFK, and that was cute. See, you were being cute. We did.
I mean, it's a fox and a cat thing. You see it, a wiggly thing. Okay, look. Okay, look. I don't know if you can see it because I can't quite grab the end of it.
My tail doesn't want to behave for you.
It's a big wiggly toy. How do you not bap at it?
You
do it. It doesn't matter if you're cute or not. Yeah, it's cute. You'll bap it.
No, that's not how things work.
Only how things work.
Denny says we are both cute, kawaii, and segoi. And that's exactly how it works. I agree with Fopsy, says Nepal.
So you got redeemed a woo-boo.
I do. Ooh, woo.
Woo.
Ooh, woo.
Sweetie. Ooh, woo.
Ooh, woo. Ooh, woo. Do you need more ooh, woos? Did you spend your points for ooh, woo? Ooh, woo. Ooh, pillow adjust. Maybe I should just get one of the big ones off the couch. Might help.
I'll put your ears in the meantime because they're so cute and bouncy.
Error.
But and also I can pull I can tug your ears and make them look at that.
You're making my face make squidgy faces.
Yay! I make squidgy faces too. It's because you're cute. That's why. Mm-hmm. And your hands all up in your palms all up in my face too.
I'm trying to unclunk my ear because it actually made my eye squinty.
I'll fix your ear.
There it goes. It
Yeah.
popped back into place. But yeah, I was making my eye go all squad. That's weird. Well, I mean, wouldn't you go all squad? Thank you.
I'm sorry. It's just cute that it does that.
So pretty much Caddie is like a little vixen and chases toys. Yep, cutie pie. I mean Fopsy is. I'm failing tonight. No, you're fine. No, we know Fopsy is cute and chases toys. She's a good girl. I'm also loving the pink bow on that call of the avatar. Thank you. It came with.
I mean, this is Caddie. The fact that this avatar is so gosh darn cute, and it comes with a pink bow, which is like a requirement for Caddie.
So I was trying to get it so I could put the pink bow on screen, but I can't turn around.
You'd have to turn around. You have to turn around, darling.
I was trying to. Let me do it. Let me do it the hard way.
Do you need it all, darling?
I'll do it the button way. Hold on. No, not that stick. It is.
That didn't work, sweetie. I'm sorry, that didn't work out in the slightest, sweetheart.
There. Now you can see the pink bow better. And I'm in the Fopsy's face. Mwah.
You are my face, but I love you anyway. See, there's the pink bow down there.
Yeah, people can see the pink bow now. Do you feel better?
Yes.
There.
And you're allowed to tease me with cat toys because foxes are just cat software running on dog hardware. That's the truth. So we will absolutely bap things.
Yay! Captain makes notes to tease Fopsy with cat toys down the road. Good plan. Kitty toys. Tease this little Fopsy. She needs it.
And you need a bath, sweetie.
I need a bath?
Mm-hmm.
I'm clean.
That's debatable.
I will say, though, at brunch this morning, sitting in front of that window, I was roasting, apparently, and my shirt was so sweaty when I stood up.
See, told you.
That was just my shirt, though. The rest of me's fine.
No. You're stinky, and I love you. I clean you. Keep. Also, your hips are, way up here for some reason.
My feet probably fell asleep. Yep, I think they did. Let me,
Well, you need to be more active.
Yeah.
Bounce. Bounce around.
Okay, I got one foot back. Where's the other one?
Beans. Enjoy your pre-beans. Pre-beans.
Actually, all they're getting is knees.
Oh, well, that's not fun.
Hold on, I'll fix it. I got this. Beans! Double beans. Beans.
There you go. Sort of, kind of, mostly.
They're on camera.
Yeah, close enough.
Get back to not exposing my toots.
Also, I have your tail again.
Bopses. I love you.
I love you too, sunshine.
There.
You're my everything.
Back to where I can see chat again. Done. And I see you, because you're important. There's my love.
There's my tiny little lion, love. Love. Tiny little kitten.
Tiny little kit. Yes, you are a tiny little kit. Tiny little
Look
kit.
how big I am, though. And why am I so big and why are you so small? Explain yourself. You up or top?
We discussed this. It's perspective. It's just perspective.
You my little patat. Little lion patat. I mean, look, you're even potato colored. You're a little potato.
This is not potato colored. This is brown.
Potato colored. Yeah. Yes, which is potato.
Red potatoes are tastier, and you're red.
I'm pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice potato. You're a sweet potato, which is the bestest potato.
Pumpkin spice, and that's pumpkin, which is much bigger than a tiny little potato like you.
No, you're a tiny little sweet potato. You're my itty bitty sweet potato.
Sweetie, you are definitely the sweet potato.
No.
Tu es mon petit chouchou.
I'm not a cabbage.
Tu es mon petit chouchou.
I'm not cabbage.
Tu es mon petit chouchou.
Why am I cabbage?
Because you made sauerkraut this weekend.
And it was really good. And I left the other can with Javi so you don't have to smell more.
That's okay. I smell you well enough already. But it sounds like the lion's tired, huh?
I am, and we've been going for 3.5 hours.
That's one of the reasons I popped in, because I was kind of a little worried that you were going kind of late, and I was worried that you might be getting tired. And no, don't. If you weren't taking care of yourself, I have to take care of you because you're such a tiny little, big, strong, little tiny lion, and I had to look after you.
So if you came into my stream, that means there's a better chance I'm going to keep going, which means I'm going to go more.
But I just wanted to make sure that you were taking care of yourself. And if not, I was going to take care of you.
I love you.
You sweetheart.
Well, chat does seem to have calmed down. And I'm getting tired. And I do see someone on my list I can raid everybody to.
You can totally raid.
Someone I haven't gone to in a while. And
hey, sweetie,
what?
Guess what? You can totally raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, they haven't sponsored me yet, so
Not sponsored. Nope, not sponsored. I'm sorry, it was there. I'm sorry.
I want Tunnel Bear. I want Tunnel Bear to come back just because I want to say I'm sponsored by something called Tunnel Bear.
You're my cute little Tunnel Bear. Well, you're a Tunnel Lion.
I need to. I was misspelling. There he is. Got him.
Do you have difficulties, darling? Do you need a doll, sweetie?
Nah, I got this. I see a cutie that's on the streaming that would really love to see all of you. He's a sweet little deer. His name is Roland. He's one of the first few people I started watching on Twitch, actually. And he's a good, wholesome, clean child. Unlike me, who's a dirty lion.
Don't worry, I'm going to give this lion a bath after.
But don't forget, I stream every Monday and Wednesday. Mondays is me chatting with all of you and having fun in VR chat. Wednesdays has been Fursuit Gaming. Been playing Cult of the Lamb. So you can come watch that. And Fopsy here streams on Tuesdays and Fridays, playing games in Fursuit. Her channel is linked in my About section down there. Just look for the cute little pink Fopsy Woo. You click on that picture, it'll take you to her channel for watchies. But for now, we're going to go send you off to watch Veggie Roland playing Outer Worlds, it looks like. Don't forget we have a Discord. Don't forget to keep being awesome. You are all wonderful floofs. And Emmy sends you cuddles.
What else?
Captain says, be good girls and go to bed. Vixens and Lyses need their EPs. We probably do. Nepal.
This one definitely needs EPs.
Nepal says, good to watch and good to see Fopsy finally. Yay! I'm glad you see Fopsy.
Thank you. Thank you, Nepal. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nepal. And thank you, everyone.
Emmy says she can finally breathe somewhat and time to snuggle my Stitch and Angel. Good girl. Stitch and Angel make good plushies.
Stitch and Angel are Digital News is very good plushie smuggling, so yay.
We have a few of them.
We have a couple.
And tomorrow's Tuesday, so I get to see Fopsy. Captain says, yes, you do. Yay. Okay, I'm going to hit the button now. You all behave. Take good care of Roland. Tell him Caddie sent you, okay?
And I'm going to give this lion a bath.
Bye. Mute. Oh, and stop.